I think we are good. Okay, we can take probably two more people and then we are done. Let's see. कहाँ गया? Just a minute more. I can't figure out किधर गया वो. एक बटन होता था यहाँ पे for turn. Where did it go? बात कर रहा है, भाई, please mute yourself unless you are taking over. Thank you. All right. I don't know where the hell that button is. There's supposed to be a button for closing the. मुझे तो दिख नहीं रहा कहीं पे. What did I do differently? I think it should be here, right? Meeting information settings. एक तो यार ये GUI जब चेंज कर देते हैं सारा कुछ खराब हो जाता. That's not it. There should be some place to close the room, and I can't figure it out. It used to be right here, and they moved it. Meeting info mode. One last chance. After that, I'm just going to let it go. Meeting info, raise hand, record, transcript, docs. Oh, host tools. ऊपर कर दिया उन लोग ने. Got it. Thank you, जी. Thank you for trying to help me. They moved the button actually. I did notice this. Lock meeting. All right. अभी मीटिंग को लॉक करके जो लोग वेट कर रहे हैं उनको तो करना पड़ेगा. We should bring. Oh, there are 8 more people waiting. We'll bring them in. कोई बात नहीं, थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा टाइम लग जाएगा. जो लोग वेट कर रहे हैं. ऑलराइट. मैं ऐसा करता हूँ कि जो 2 घंटे पहले से आए हैं पहले उनसे मैं बात कर लेता हूँ. मुझे पता है बिकॉज शी सेंट मी एन ईमेल. गायत्री, पहले आप कर लो. आप मुझे बताओ क्या चल रहा है.
सर लाइक वी डिस्कस बिफोर ऑल्सो कि मेरा बहुत ही कॉम्प्लिकेटेड सिचुएशन चल रहा है. आई हैव सम इंटरव्यूज लाइंड अप स्टिल, बट गिवन दैट माय ग्रेस पीरियड इज एंडिंग ऑन फर्स्ट, वो थोड़ा टाइम क्रंच की वजह से गड़बड़ हो रहा है बहुत सारा. आई वाज ट्राइंग टू अवॉइड ऑप्टिंग फॉर B1 वीजा एंड आई वाज लुकिंग आउट फॉर अदर ऑप्शंस, बट अभी सिचुएशन ऐसा बन गया है कि आई हैव ए प्रिडिक्टेड PhD स्टार्टिंग इन December. और उससे पहले ये भी पॉसिबिलिटी है कि वन ऑफ द प्रोफेसर्स दैट आई एम टॉकिंग विथ माइट हायर मी एज एन RA इन देयर लैब ऑन एकेडमिक H1B. तो given that my grace period is ending in like 12 days, what options do you suggest me to like go with? Because अभी मेरे जो interviews भी line up हो रहे हैं वो लोग बोल रहे हैं कि 12 दिन में तो LCA होगा नहीं.
I
And
don't think you have much of a choice. I think you'll have to apply for a B1. And in the B1 cover letter, make it clear to them what your ultimate goals are.
Mhm.
And make it clear what all the incidents happened. See, I believe in being completely upfront with the government. ठीक है, नहीं अप्रूव होता, but we have to be absolutely upfront. You let them know that ultimately you want to apply for an F1 because you want to go to school, and bring up your history that we talked about, right? जो आपने करा है, how you've been cooperating with those government agencies. I don't want to make the names clear. So just go ahead and use that and apply for a B1. That's what I would recommend.
राइट, बट आपके जो मैंने कॉन्फ्रेंसेस मैंने पिछले 1 महीने के देखे हैं उसमें लाइक आई ऑलरेडी कोटेड इन वन ऑफ माय ईमेल्स दैट यू नो वेयर वन ऑफ द पर्सन सेड कि उन्होंने B1 पे मूव किया है एंड यू वर गिविंग हिम ऑप्शन टू लाइक विथड्रॉ. सो आई स्टिल
नहीं,
हैव
वो
दैट.
विड्रॉ तब होता है ना गायत्री जी, कि जब लेट्स से कि मेरा किसी ने H1B फाइल कर दिया while my B1 is still pending.
Mhm.
ठीक है, आपके केस में F1, right? um, then if it's close to getting approved, or when you file F1, you can attach a letter to it saying that if you approve my F1 with change of status, please consider this a request to withdraw the B1, because as I had indicated in the B1 itself, my ultimate goal is to go back to school.
Okay.
ठीक है, चलिए, आई एम गोना मूव अलोंग। हो गया, आपको पता लग गया आगे क्या करना है?
हाँ हाँ, I'll get back with your team to schedule an appointment with you to go
ठीक है,
through.
ऑल द बेस्ट।
Thank you.
यू आर वेलकम जी। राइट, सो भाई 2 घंटे से इंतजार कर रही हैं, तो इनका तो मुझे करना पड़ेगा पहले। अच्छा जी, के, सिर्फ के, आई लाइक दैट। के फॉर काइट, यू आर द फर्स्ट वन इन द लाइन, प्लीज गो अहेड।
गुड मॉर्निंग सर, थैंक यू फॉर टेकिंग दिस कॉल।
जी,
सर मैं पूछ रहा था कि मेरा चेंज ऑफ एम्प्लॉयर की H1 पिटिशन फाइल हुई थी फरवरी में, तो वो अभी तक अप्रूव नहीं हुई है, ना मैंने प्रीमियम प्रोसेसिंग कराया है, एंड आई एम स्टिल वर्किंग। तो माय क्वेश्चन इज़, अगर कोई फैमिली इमरजेंसी आती है या फिर मिड में कोई बेसिकली अगर एम्प्लॉयर जो कॉन्ट्रैक्चुअल पोजीशन है वो एंड कर देता है, तो मेरा लीगल स्टेटस क्या होगा?
देखो, लेट मी अंडरस्टैंड दिस, आई थिंक आई अंडरस्टूड इट, लेट मी मेक श्योर आई अंडरस्टूड इट करेक्टली। आप इस वक्त H1 पे हो और काम कर रहे हो
यस।
एम्प्लॉयर एक्स के लिए, ठीक है?
यस।
एम्प्लॉयर वाई ने आपका ट्रांसफर फाइल किया H1B का।
यस सर। और मैं अब वाई के लिए काम करना स्टार्ट कर दिया मैंने फरवरी से।
अच्छा, वाई के लिए काम करना स्टार्ट कर, ठीक है। तो अंडर द लॉ यू आर डेफिनेटली लीगल,
इन
right? Because
स्टेटस।
you used portability in status, तो I wouldn't say, I would say that you are legal to stay. Okay?
हम्म।
क्योंकि जब तक वो H1B अप्रूव नहीं होता, कैन वी से you're in status, that's definitely up in there. अच्छा, अब क्या होता है कि if you have to travel,
हम्म।
you have not asked for a change of status, you're not going from F1 to H1.
हम्म।
So, do you have an H1B visa stamp currently on your passport?
नो सर, नो स्टैंपिंग, सिर्फ मेरे पास अप्रूवल लेटर
So
है।
that is where the glitch is. The glitch is not, if you already had an existing visa stamp, you could have traveled and come back. But because you don't have a stamp, you could be waiting there for 7, 8 months for a stamp. I don't know what the current time is.
हम्म।
Okay. So that is the glitch in the system. Otherwise, just because you travel does not impact your pending transfer. ठीक है?
गॉट इट, सो आई विल स्टिल बी इन स्टेटस।
In status नहीं कह सकते उसको, technically that is incorrect to say, but let's put it this way, that you
लीगल
can
टू स्टे।
legal to stay, and you can even travel and come back if you have a visa stamp.
अच्छा, बट दैट्स ओके, आई मीन अगर कल को मैं इंडिया से एम्प्लॉयर चेंज करता हूँ और ये 100K वाला तो इसी सितंबर एक्सपायर हो जाएगा, तो इसी सितंबर में एक्सपायर होगा ना सर 100K वाला तो?
September 30th, unless they renew it.
हाँ, लाइक बीइंग ऑप्टिमिस्टिक, अगर वो बंद हो जाता है तो आई कैन स्टिल फ्रॉम इंडिया चेंज एम्प्लॉयर्स, गेट
Yes,
स्टैम्प्ड एंड री एंटर, राइट?
yes, you can.
ओके, थैंक
Okay.
यू सो मच सर।
All the best, G. MK. Now there are two MKs that I see all the time. A gentleman and a lady. Which MK are you, sir? MK? Hello. We can't hear you, Ji. Samit Raj. Samit Ji, go ahead.
Ji sir, can you hear me?
I can. Go ahead.
Thank you for doing this. So H1B पे ले ऑफ होने के बाद अगर दूसरी H1B ट्रांसफर होने से पहले लाइक ग्रेस पीरियड इनफ ना हो, इफ आई नीड अ फ्यू एक्स्ट्रा वीक्स, ठीक है, उस दौरान इज इट एडवाइजेबल टू गो ऑन F1 और B1 B2 could work?
I always do B1s. F1
Great.
is a long-term commitment. I have people who want to go on F1,
जी जी।
but
आई डोंट वांट इट्स जस्ट कि अगर तो B1 बहुत बुरा सिनेरियो अभी चल रहा है, डबल RFEs वगैरह जो आप बता रहे थे।
बस हमारे तो अप्रूव हो रहे हैं समीर जी सारे। RFE का तो क्या है, RFE तो आती जाती रहती
अच्छा, तो B1 इज सेफ, तो उसके जो लेटर है उसमें हमें यही बताना चाहिए कि भाई ये वाले इंटरव्यूज हमारे लाइंड अप हैं,
है।
इनको मैं
बिल्कुल,
फिनिश कर रहा हूँ।
absolutely. Be completely upfront
एंड
and
अगर तो
say,
वो फॉल हो जाए किसी भी पॉइंट पे, ऑफर ना आए, फिर मैं F1 करूँ वो?
so, well, the thing is, this is a difficult question to answer.
जी
Okay.
जी।
But whatever your plans are, you can be upfront about it that I am trying for H1, but if I'm not given an H1B, I'm going to go back to school, because if this economy is not giving me a job, at least I can improve my qualifications. But it's a double-edged sword. depends on the officer. If they feel like, oh, Samit is just trying to stay in the US, they're going to deny it. Okay, so it's a
तो
difficult question to answer in the abstract. Every case is different.
तो उस पे कोई एडवाइस नहीं कर सकते।
I can't really, because I had one case,
जी
जिनमें कि I thought that person had a good chance of getting an F1 because they had been working with NASA
वैसी।
as a volunteer.
ओके।
And that is the field they wanted to go study in school. So,
Makes
agar
sense.
1-2 years you've been working in that field without getting paid for it, it shows your commitment to that field, right?
ओके ओके, दैट मेक्स सेंस। और अगर तो उसकी स्टैंपिंग मेरे पास पहले से हो,
या
एच
कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता.
H1 की, दैट डजंट हेल्प।
Oh, H1B stamping, oh, it can help
हाँ
tremendously. Why?
हाँ।
Because one of the things you can do is if you have never been out of status and you applied for a B1, let's say, and then you got a job offer, they
हम्म,
filed an H1B, even if things went south, you didn't get any RFE on your B1,
हम्म,
but the H1B got approved without status.
हम्म,
They said, okay, here is your 797B. You can just travel out and come back with that same visa, even though the visa is for another employer.
जी जी, आई
Okay.
कुड एंटर।
So that's the way I see it. Although um, there is some controversy about that as well. Would you be subject to 100,000? Right now, there is no 100,000. So
सही बात है। सो
that's
उसमें
what I
जो
would do.
797 है, उसकी एप्लीकेशन करते हुए लाइक H1B के ट्रांसफर के, उसमें B1 का बताने की जरूरत नहीं है।
B1, see, if you file 797, you can still tell them about B1. It's not like you're trying to hide something. ये
ओके
कोई, these are all digital systems. They know exactly what you have filed, what you have not filed.
ओके, बहुत शुक्रिया, थैंक यू।
All the best.
थैंक यू।
You're welcome. MK?
Sir, actually, I logged in with MK on my phone, but
अच्छा,
some audio issues. तो मैं,
ये क्या गुंडागर्दी है 2-2 बार?
sir, actually, I logged in and then I didn't know whether it's gonna work. So I just wanted a backup.
Meghna ji, please don't call me Sir Rajiv. It's fine. Tell me,
Okay,
how can I help you?
sure. So I had spoken with you earlier. I had gotten laid off last year. I had moved into B2 and I was trying to figure out steps udhar. Then I found a job and I got a contracting job and a company, consulting company applied for my H1. This was back in June
जी
and it processed, it was going through the processing.
Mhm.
But meanwhile, the job project got rescinded while I was waiting, and then the company still continued with my H1. My H1 got approved. So right now, I'm looking for jobs and options to move.
So,
But
एक बात तो Meghna ji, you already have another 60-day grace period.
yes, yes, sir.
Okay, so you know that, ठीक है?
Yes.
So
So
obviously, your options remain the same as they were a few months back.
yes, I'm looking for jobs, but the problem is my consulting company is not giving me the approval copy. So I don't know what my options over
So,
there are.
so the thing is, tell them this. Tell them that the I-94 is my property. You can't keep that from me. Okay? The
Okay.
I-90, if you don't give it to me, I'll call the police.
Okay.
I don't have a right to the approval notice, but I have the right to the I-94. And if you don't give it to me, I'll file a complaint against you with ICE, with USCIS, as well as the local police.
Got it.
Okay?
But
There is
uh,
no reason for them to withhold the I-94. That's absolute nonsense.
got it. But if I need to transfer my H1,
वो I-94 से हो जाएगा ना?
अच्छा,
I have done it without I-94, without approval notice. Just saying, अरे भाई वो रख के बैठे तो मैं क्या करूं? This is the name of the company. This is the receipt number or identifying information. So far, they have worked out.
got it. So I-94 in sense just the expiration date and the receipt number, is that
नहीं
what?
नहीं नहीं.
तो
Just यहाँ पे बैठे बैठे Google करो H1B I-797A. Look at the picture of a 797A. At the bottom of it is the I-94.
okay,
ठीक है?
sure.
That's what you need to do.
Awesome.
All the best.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Vishal ji, go ahead. Vishal.
Hi, Rajiv sir. Good
हाँ
morning.
जी सर, कैसे हो? अच्छा भाई, one thing. Last few calls, they were saying that my voice is coming very low. First of all, can you hear me all? Okay, Vishal, can you hear me okay?
Yes, perfectly. No
Okay, उसका
worries.
reason पता है क्या है? Thank you for
हाँ
all you techies. Oh, every time I start some program, some app on my Mac, it turns the volume down because there's an
हाँ।
input volume and the output volume. Every time they turn down the input volume, and I forget to turn it up, and then next thing is nobody can hear me. So please feel free to let me know if you don't hear me. All right,
Okay, sir, for sure.
go ahead,
So,
please. Vishal ji.
राजीव सर, मेरा B2 पेंडिंग था जब मेरे एम्प्लॉयर्स ने H1B ट्रांसफर फाइल किया।
Mm-hmm.
सो नाउ करंटली आई एम इन द सिचुएशन जहां मैं वेट कर रहा हूँ कोई RFE आए या फिर कोई डिसीजन आए USCIS का।
Mm-hmm.
द थिंग इज राजीव सर,
Second, Vishal ji, आपका H1B was filed premium.
यस सर,
Good.
H1B
ठीक है.
प्रीमियम में फाइल हुआ था। तो आई एम एक्सपेक्टिंग देम टू एडजुडिकेट बोथ द पिटिशंस टुगेदर।
Sure.
सो क्या मैंने B2 के लिए एक्स्ट्रा एविडेंस सबमिट करना चाहिए सर अभी, मतलब
You mean
सिंस?
unsolicited?
यस सर।
देखिए विशाल जी, बात यह है कि जो सवाल पूछा नहीं गया उसका जवाब कैसे देंगे?
नहीं मतलब सिंस मेरा H1B, सॉरी, मेरा B2 पिटिशन मैंने अप्रैल में फाइल किया था, सो दे डोंट हैव एनी अपडेट टिल नाउ, लाइक व्हाट्स हैपेंड, राइट? सो
So
इसीलिए मुझे देना
here
था।
is something you can do. You have your H1B receipt.
यस।
You can upload that and request that please approve my B status.
हाँ हाँ।
Because did you indicate on your B application
नो।
in the cover letter that you're going to look for a job?
नहीं सर, नहीं किया था।
यार ये पता नहीं आप लोग क्या करते हो, मुझे समझ नहीं आती. I can't even tell you to upload that because you never told the government you're going to look for a job.
Yeah. तो वही वही मुझे जानना था कि क्या करना चाहिए।
B2 पे आपने क्या लिखा था?
सर की रैपिंग अप अफेयर्स, वो वाला लाइन, मतलब
ये
पर्सनल।
अटर्नी चैट जीपीटी ने कहा था कि किसी और लॉयर ने कहा था?
नाइस, मतलब मैंने एक दो फ्रेंड्स के रेफर किए थे तो उन्होंने वही किया था। तो बट एक्चुअली सर, जो रीजन था वो जेन्युइन था, क्योंकि मुझे मूव होना था मिशिगन, लाइक आई वाज फ्रॉम एरिजोना एंड आई मूव टू मिशिगन टू स्टे विद माय ब्रदर। और मुझे वहाँ लीज खत्म करनी पड़ी और स्टोरेज बॉक्स लेना पड़ा, तो वो
और ये
सारे।
जो जो जॉब एप्लीकेशंस वगैरह हैं, वर यू एक्टिवली अप्लाइंग फॉर जॉब्स एज वेल?
यस।
ओके. आई डोंट थिंक यू हैव मच ऑफ अ चॉइस विशाल जी. अभी ये दिस इज अ बेड you've made, you got to lie in it. So talk with your H1B lawyers. I don't want to I don't want to overreach anybody else's case.
तो
If-
मुझे
अगर मैं
मुझे
आपकी जगह पे हूँ, I would
हम्म।
go ahead and upload the receipt that my H1B is now pending. Can you please approve my B2?
Got it. और सर एक्चुअली मैंने B2 खुद से नहीं फाइल किया था, मेरे अटर्नीज ने किया था, बट आई थिंक दे कुडंट रिप्रेजेंट मी लाइक ट्रूली। सो इज इट ओके अगर RFE या कुछ आए तो आपकी टीम उसे सॉल्व करे?
Vishalji, I can tell you honestly, if you have not written about accepting a job, it's going to be a tough win. It's not going to be an easy win. Of course, we'll try. You can check with us. If we have time, we'll be happy to take the case.
ओके सर।
लेकिन हम लोग के जो we are little lazy, we only work as much as we can. उसके ज़्यादा नहीं करते हम लोग.
हम्म।
ठीक है?
ओके सर, नो वरीज,
All
थैंक
the
यू सो
best.
मच।
You're welcome, जी. Pranav ji, go ahead. Pranav.
Hi Rajiv. Ji. So I'll give my context. मैं currently F1 STEM OPT पे हूँ and मेरा work authorization expires in February next year,
Okay.
and my company is sending me to another country where they have their headquarters in EU, and my current last date will be end of this month basically in the US, but I'll
Okay.
be traveling before that. So my question is that I need to end my F1 status and tell my DSO and submit the final evaluation on I-983.
जी.
So I can do it on the last day, या फिर last day से पहले मैं submit कर दूँ मेरा request to end F1 status to my DSO.
नहीं, why do it now? Last day पे करिएगा.
Last day pay, it's fine, right?
Why?
Basically.
Sounds okay to me.
Okay, yeah. And then I had another question, which is a different question, is that when if I come back on the US in the US on L1, and if it is an L1A, there are like two things in that. One is like the manager position, you come back as a manager by doing an L1A, and one is a functional manager. I just wanted to ask you on that कि वो कैसे function करता है, like if I'm there during
See,
that one
function
year.
manager is a little bit more difficult to get approved than a people manager.
Okay.
Okay. Because when we file function manager, what we are telling the government is that I, Pranav, perform an important function, or I'm in charge of an important function of the organization. So first
Yeah.
thing I have to prove is that I have a lot of authority over that function.
Mm.
Okay. And two, that function is important to the company.
Yeah.
And three, I think I covered that actually in the first round. It's a discrete function. You can actually separate it. So I'll give you an example. We had a manufacturer. They manufactured a particular sensor. They had 1,000 things they manufactured, huge company. And one of the sensors was something that got attached to the rigs, oil rigs that are in the ocean. Okay. So it was a
Okay.
pretty expensive sensor. Now, we had one guy who was in charge of nothing but that sensor. So whether he needed to do QA on it or he needed to do R&D on it, he could assemble teams for whatever purpose. But he had no people reporting to him permanently. मेरी बात समझ रहे हो ना?
Yeah. Yeah.
That sensor, if he needs, for example, intellectual property protection, he could get 3 people from legal to come in and sit on it and get it done. And he was their boss for that time. Okay. So we filed saying, look, this is a particular sensor. We can separate it from the rest of the company's business. It's discrete. You can separate it. Number two, it is important to us. It brings us X $100 million every 3 years or something like that, whatever the amount was. Don't remember. It wasn't hundreds of millions, but it was like tens of millions. Okay. And three, he is completely in charge of it. The only person he reports to is the global CEO. Okay. So that is an example of a function manager. But every time we file, we don't know if you're going to win. With people manager, I know, looking at the case, I'm going to win it.
Okay. So given the history, like, have you seen denials for functional manager?
All the
Um,
time. My very first case for a function manager denial was in 1993.
okay.
I remember going that far back. It was again a big company.
Yeah.
And they got a denial. They asked us to refile. We refiled. We won. But it was difficult.
Okay. Yeah.
You
Because I
know,
was just planning my lawyers, and I think the work which I'll be doing abroad, that if I'm in charge of a certain new product which they are going to roll out globally across all the countries, and
that
it's
could
going to
work.
be,
That could work.
and then
That could work.
I gather all the evidence throughout the year. It's not just like for a month or two, and then file the case
Yeah,
strongly if I think that with all
absolutely.
the evidence. So,
I'll give you an example. We filed an L1B. Same thing. Idea is the same. It's a particular technology or a product. It was 11,000 pages of filing. 11,000 pages.
okay, that's a lot.
Okay. Yeah. So when I looked at, they told me it's 11,000 pages. I said, well, is there something we can do about it? Then when I started looking at the case, I saw that it was a bunch of transactions over the last 3-4 years, and I think we needed all of them. And that's the
Yeah.
right thing to do. Okay.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
You're welcome. All the best. Hey guys, don't ask me repeat questions. Please don't raise your hand again once I've answered. Otherwise, I'll never end this call. Okay. I was going to say something about H1Bs. It'll come back to me. Harishji, go ahead. Harishji. Vishal, are you did you have a question? Did I not just talk to you? Vishal? Harish? All right. I'm going to put, I don't know who is who. C.K. Charlie Clark. C.K.
Sir, Rajiv sir, I'm Harish. Sorry.
Ji Harishji.
So Rajiv sir, I see that.
CK, 1 second. I'm with Harish.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah. So
Harish.
Rajiv sir, I'm currently on day one CPT. My status is approved. I just have some questions. Like, I see that people are being halted in the airports or they're being stopped. So
भाई
is it
देखो ऐसा है
Mhm.
that reports of people being halted are sort of like Bigfoot. सुना है कि हिमालय में Bigfoot होता है, मैंने कभी देखा नहीं.
Okay.
Okay. I've heard of these reports. I have
Mhm.
not heard any from anybody personally. If
Okay.
anybody here knows something personally, or at least knows somebody to whom it happened personally, please speak up. लेकिन मेरे को ऐसा कोई information नहीं.
Okay, yeah, and all my statuses are approved, so just wanted to take one last advice before I travel for the class.
Yeah, I think it should be okay, Harish.
Okay, thanks a lot.
But who knows, if we can shoot our own citizens in the middle of the street, who is Harish? Okay. तो
Thanks, Rajiv ji.
मैं क्या ही बोलूं. ठीक है.
Yeah, thanks, Rajiv ji.
All the best जी. CK, go ahead please, CK.
Yes, so me, I'm doing a executive PhD, so it's but I don't want to do it anymore. What's an option? What other option would you suggest
Oh,
me
that's
other than
I would have to
doing
write a
super?
book on I would have to write a book on that, CK, because I don't know what your situation is. I think you need to do some preliminary homework so that you can ask me focused questions. Obviously, typically people who are in studies, they either go for H1B or they go for, depending on which country you're from. If you have any other options like E1, E2. So there are all sorts, E3, for example, if you're an Australian citizen. So that's not a question I can answer. It's too wide.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, do some homework, sit with a large language model and sharpen your questions, then come back and confirm. I'll be happy to do it for you. All right?
Okay, thank you.
All the best. Harshi, go ahead, Harsh. Harsh.
Yeah,
Vicky?
sorry. Yeah, Rajiv ji.
Hello? Yeah.
आप मुझसे बात कर रहे हो हर्षद घोष या
नहीं,
I don't know
हर्ष
who you
जी,
are.
हर्ष से बात कर रहा हूँ. हर्ष without the
Hello.
A. Yeah.
Hello, good
Harshi,
afternoon,
go ahead.
Rajiv ji.
Yeah, Harshi, go ahead.
Yeah. So I have a question for my friend. My friend is currently in Canada on work permit, and he has B2 visitor visa,
Okay.
and he want to come here on F1 visa, but he is concerned about current F1 visa approval rates and may need to return to his home country, India, for visa stamping. So he is considering entering the US on
Let's take it
B2
one
and
step at a time, okay?
yeah.
First of all, nobody can guarantee you success in F1. That's totally the call of the visa officer. Take it.
Yes.
But if somebody is already studying, you said he's in Canada, he's studying in Canada, right?
He is on work permit.
Okay. So it is difficult to make a case of a genuine student if you have a huge interruption, unless specifically there are circumstances that speak to your desire to really study. Okay. So I can't really comment about this situation because I don't know what the person's history is. Does he really have a genuine desire to study? Okay. As far as the second question, which is going back to your home country. Now, the current rule is that you've got to apply in your country of residence or your country of citizenship. However, for student status, the consulate in Canada, whichever consulate he goes to, US consulate, could say, look, we can't assess your intentions. You go back to your home country and apply from there. But because he already has a B2 stamp, they might consider that as a factor because if somebody has a B2, chances are their non-immigrant intent is already established. So bottom line, we don't know what's going to happen. It's going to be difficult to get an F1, but he can try.
Okay, so he's actually second question is like he's considering entering on in the US on B2 visa and
Don't do
then
that. Don't come on
apply.
B2 and try to convert to F1. That could always be tricky. Okay. I would
Even
not
after
recommend.
90 days.
Yeah, that 90-day rule doesn't really matter. That 90-day rule doesn't exist anymore, by the way, but government can go back even 6 months if they want to. Why did you enter? What was your intention? What did you tell the people at the airport why you are coming? Did you lie to us? So I think it's a very difficult situation to be in. I would not recommend B to F conversion. Okay.
Okay, no worries. Thank you.
All the best, G.
Yeah.
Vicky, go ahead, Vicky.
Hi, sir. My question is regarding J1 change of category. So I'm currently on a J1 research visa sponsored by a university.
Are you a foreign medical physician, a foreign medical doctor, for a foreign medical physician?
Yes.
Okay. And you want to
So
go from J1 clinical to J1, I'm sorry, J1 research to J1 clinical, right?
that's correct.
These are complicated cases, right? Did ECFMG tell you it's going to be a problem?
No, I just want to know because the employer, they have an open slot and they want to hire, but they want to know if I can expedite the process from J1 research to J1 physician. So
The
I wanted
lawyer?
to know.
Vicky, what do you mean the lawyers have a slot?
No, 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 no. The employer. I mean, the hospital, they have
The
an.
hospital has. Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, so can you expedite it? I don't know the answer to that question. You can certainly ask, but see, normally what happens is if you have an issue of medical care involved, okay? So I'll give you an example. I have a client who's a neurosurgeon, and he's the only neurosurgeon for 200 miles. All right. So that's a good case for an expedite. But let's say you're a family physician, and there are 80 family physicians within 50 miles range. That's a much more difficult case to make. So depends upon the situation.
Okay. And another follow-up question. So let's say if I apply for a change of category, and if that is not approved, would my current J1 research status be still valid?
To the best of my knowledge, yes. But I always like to know what the current stream of things is. I would have to look it up. I'm sure your lawyers who do J1s, etc., they should be able to answer that question. Normally, they should not attack your existing research J1, even if they decline your clinical J1.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. All the best.
Thank you.
Vishalji, you are available? Vishal? All right. J as in Jay.
Hi, Rajiv ji. Good morning. So I have 2 to 3 questions. My wife is also there, and she has also joined the call. So there would be like two hands like raised on, or if you want, she can ask her questions
कोई
whenever.
प्रॉब्लम नहीं जी, बस
Thank you.
इतना इतना डर के मत बोलिए, कोई बात नहीं। आप
Thank
ही
you.
की श्रीमती जी हैं, किसी और की तो नहीं।
Thank you. So I have questions for me and my wife. So I'll start with my wife first. So my wife, she is in healthcare and she's doing J1 waiver. She changed her status from J1 to
One
H1B.
second. Is she a foreign medical graduate? She's an F, क्या है उनका?
Yes, I am. Yes.
Okay. So, ma'am, you are changing from J1 to what?
Hello, sir. So, yeah, my name is Krishna. So, I'm a foreign medical graduate. I used to be on a J1 status, and now I changed to a H1B status. I'm doing a J1 waiver, which is
So obviously you got a waiver job going.
correct.
Okay.
So the thing is, so we got the waiver, but while filing the H1B to USCIS for I-797A, the petition had the wrong I-94 number. And after sending the petition, we immediately notified the lawyers, and they sent something else to the USCIS right after. They sent a
Okay.
correction. But now the H1B is approved, but the I-94 number in it is incorrect. It's
I'm
the
not worried about that.
but so the HR is not letting my wife join due to the
Why?
I-9 issues.
There should
Uh,
not be any I-9 issues. Okay. In fact, if they were being advised by their lawyers, I would say there is something called document discrimination. Okay. You cannot insist on a certain type of documentation as long as you can fill the Form I-9. So here's what I advise you to do. Sit down, look at the Form 9. It's not rocket science. Look at the Form 9 instructions and see, do you meet the requirements? You have an approval, you have identity. One from list A, one from list B, whatever those lists are. If you qualify, you should tell them that You have to accept these as sufficient. Please talk to your lawyers. This can be document discrimination.
So,
Okay.
yeah. So we only are contacting the recruiter and the attorneys, the immigration attorneys.
So
So,
immigration attorneys may not be aware of this because we tend to pigeonhole ourselves. Okay, we tend to, अगर मेरे को H1 आता है तो H1 ही करता हूँ. Okay, so but we have to have a broader vision because there are so many ways every kind of visa, every kind of situation
yes,
interacts with other kind of situations. So
yes.
here, as long as the I-9 can be filled out, they have a problem if they deny it based upon that.
So, the lawyers have filed the I-94 like
It
request.
doesn't, as long as they can e-verify you, that's good enough.
I'm not sure. I'll ask, but they have
They
filed an
should be able to.
e-request.
They should
Yeah,
be able to.
yeah. So they have done that e-request, and we are also worried because now it is like a 60-day. She should start on a payroll and everything, right? Because
Actually, no. Actually, she could, if she asked for another extra couple of weeks for her own convenience, she could have more time. Okay. But nevertheless, this is not a very difficult situation to resolve.
okay,
Even if it's a problem with e-verify, somebody can get on the phone, especially your HR with e-verify support, and say, guys, can you help us straighten this out? Because this is not a no match situation. She's in the system, right?
so we should push. She's in the system.
Oh,
What do you mean by that?
see, e-verify is, it goes according to a system, right? They have to verify whether she's work authorized or not.
Mm-hmm.
So she has an approval. She is in the system.
Yeah, she has an I-797
Exactly. So
form. Yeah.
that's what I mean. I don't see what the problem is. I
So
think
we'll
it's a problem of paranoia rather than of a real difficulty.
so we'll just contact the HR and try to
I
push
would
it.
contact both. Yeah, lawyers ko bhi bolo, HR ko bhi bolo.
So lawyers are saying that it's totally up to the HR, and the
I
HR
think
is
it's totally okay. What do you mean it's totally? That's like passing the buck on. You are the lawyer. You tell me whether it's okay or not.
okay.
What's the other question?
So, no. So, what should we do right now, Rajiv? So we should
I
basically
told you, talk to the HR and talk to the lawyers both. Tell the lawyers, we heard from somebody, or an old guy who said this is document fraud. You can actually Google it. I-9, not fraud, sorry. I-9 document discrimination.
I-9 document discrimination.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, Rajiv, I also have one more question from my end.
Mhm.
So I also looked into. So my is that my H1B got extension. I got my H1B extension in 2024, starting.
Mhm.
Then later half of the 2024, I went outside for visa stamping.
Did you
Came
get
back.
an I-94 less than what you should have gotten?
No, no, no. The I-94, I got a new I-94, and both were till 31st of March 2027.
ठीक है.
Now, the thing is, in 2025, I filed for an amendment for a change of location.
Okay.
And the same problem happened. The petition had the wrong I-94 number. And
See, yeah, wrong I-94. How do you determine that? How do
because
you know what the I-94 number should be?
because I looked at the petition that they sent, and the
It
I-9797 that
doesn't.
came.
I don't know of any reason it has to be the same.
Okay.
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 That's why I was telling you that I don't understand what the problem is. It looks like more like a problem of paranoia than a difficulty. So yeah, go ahead and I don't think that's an issue.
And we both can go to DMVs for our license and everything, for
Why
the
not?
real ID and everything.
Why not?
Okay. No, yeah.
So even with hi sir. So even with my incorrect I-94
कोई
number.
इनकरेक्ट कैसे है बाबा? डॉक्टर जी, ये
नहीं.
इनकरेक्ट कैसे है ये?
So the I-94 number that was associated with my J status.
So what?
That's not the I-94 that's
I-94 numbers don't have to be constant. At least I don't know any reason why they should be. Maybe, but in immigration law, I learn something new every day. If you find a reason, by all means, share it with me at help@immigration.com. नहीं देखो, बात ये है कि सब कुछ तो पता नहीं हो सकता ना. I could also have a hole in my knowledge.
No,
Although,
I'll tell you how I found out that it's incorrect, right? So when they filed for my H-1B status, one of the forms that they're supposed to submit is a form I-129. And usme, they're supposed to fill out my old J1 I-94 number, and in that they filled it out incorrectly. It was a mistake on the lawyer's side, and that's
Yeah,
the
but
exact
when they checked the form, they did say conversion from J1 to H1, right? Change of status. I think
So
आप
फिर भी ठीक है ना, हम like we can go and get
मुझे
our
तो नहीं लग रहा कोई चिंता वाली कोई इसमें बात है. I don't see any issue here. I can't think of a way this could go wrong. All
Okay.
right?
Okay, sounds
Thank you,
good.
Rajiv
Do
ji.
you have any other
All
questions?
the best, ji. All the
No,
best.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome, ma'am. All the best. Sujay ji. Sujay.
Yes, sir. So thank you for doing this. I will jump straight to the question.
Thank
This
you.
question is for my friend to give a bit of a background. He currently has his EB5 EAD and advanced parole. He got married and applied for his wife's green card, but that is currently in progress.
Okay.
And while that is in progress, she tried for B1, B2 visa, but that got rejected. And she also has previous F1 rejections. So the question is,
एक second, Sujay ji. Your friend's wife was in India.
yes, sir.
So he was trying to bring her over and he filed his green card, her green card as following to join. Okay. All right, then.
The question is like, what options does she have to come to US while that is pending? It is taking a lot of time. I think
None.
more than a year.
None. Unless she independent qualifies for an H1 and L1B, oh sorry, L1, there is no way that she could, there are no clear options for her.
Okay, perfect.
ठीक है.
That's it. Yeah, thank you.
All the best, जी. SR. भाई साहब अपना नाम रख के भूल जाते हो आप लोग. All right. Pavan ji, Abhilash ji, go ahead. Abhilash.
Hi, Rajiv ji. Thank you for taking this call. So, I was laid off earlier this year and I joined a contract role with a consultancy which applied for my H1B transfer within the grace period.
Okay.
So, I've been working there for 4 months now. Recently, I got a new full time offer which I'm willing to join. So, that will obviously
Yeah,
require.
that Abhilash ji, that H1B is not approved yet, right? The one that's pending?
Yeah, it is still pending because it was filed under regular processing. So this will be like a bridge petition, if I'm understanding it correctly.
Yes, because your 60-day grace period is over, right?
Yes, like so. Before the 60-day grace period was over, I started working there. Yeah,
Got it. Okay,
and so the current question I have is, my current company is delaying or like kind of refusing to provide my pay stubs. So if I don't, receive the pay stubs, then can I use any alternatives like bank statements or employment letter, which would help me file the new H1B transfer?
See, when you say they're not giving you pay stubs, are you saying they're not paying you, or are they? I mean, I don't understand what that means.
No. So I'm being paid regularly for the work I'm doing. It's just that I don't have access to the pay stubs, like the document.
But how are you getting the money? Are they giving you under the table? Or are they sending it to your bank directly?
No, it is being delivered to my bank account regularly.
You
It's
have
just
proof of being paid, right?
yes. So bank statements are the proof that I'm getting paid, but I
Pay
don't have
stubs.
the
Yeah,
paychecks
pay
processed.
stubs. There is no voodoo in pay stubs. As long as you can prove that you're getting paid, you should be okay.
Okay, so even if I submit the bank statements for the transfer, that should be okay.
Why not?
Okay. Got it. Yeah, and also since I mentioned that the bridge, it's going to be a bridge petition. Should I be concerned about any RFEs in this situation?
RFEs, you should always expect RFEs no matter what you file. But
Okay.
Being concerned or not concerned, I don't know the answer to that question. I try not to worry about these things.
Okay. I mean, anything particular I should be
See,
prepared?
there is a reason why government wants to see pay stubs.
Right.
The reason is this: when you get a pay stub, it tells you this was your base salary. This is how much we deducted for income tax. This is how much we deducted for Social Security, FICA, etc. Okay, because under H1B laws, a payment of salary requires deduction of all those things.
Mm-hmm.
If, on the other hand, you have the offer letter and you have a payment, they can kind of do the math from there, and you can do the math for them
Got it.
That this money is being deducted. I'm not being paid the whole amount. If the employer is not deducting, then they are at fault, not me. I'm getting paid, I'm working. So I personally think that's the argument I would make. I have no control over what the employer does. I can only show up for work and do my job and come home and get paid.
Got it. Okay. Okay. That sounds good. Thank you so much.
All the best.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Pawanji, go ahead, Pawan.
Rajiv ji, quick question. I
Oh,
I
hi,
might
Rajiv.
lose my network, sir. Can I rejoin after 10 minutes?
अगर आप rejoin करोगे तो I'm not sure I can let you back in.
I'll
That's
post
your.
my question in the chat, sir. Is it okay if you can answer in the end?
You can post in the chat, sure. Why not?
Yeah, thank you very much.
Certainly try that. Okay.
I'll lose my network in the next 10
All
minutes.
right. No problem. Ashisha.
Rajiv ji, I think you called my name, Pawan.
Pawan is the guy I was talking to just now.
No, I'm also Pawan, so.
There are two Pawans. क्या यार तुम लोग सब एक नाम रख के बैठे हो? All right, Pawan ji, go ahead, please.
Yeah, Rajiv ji. So I completed my master's in computer science in 2022, and then I got a job and I switched to H1. Then I was laid off and I changed to Day 1 CPT MBA program in 2025. So my question is like, is MBA a same level degree as a master's? And
Yes, absolutely.
okay, so will this new rule, like, I mean, I
Well,
started
it doesn't apply to you directly.
Okay.
Not because you already are on, you just rolled your service over before September 15th.
Yeah.
But if you travel out and come back, you can certainly be questioned about your choices. And you would definitely get a I-94, which is not DS, but valid up to a particular date.
Yeah, so I don't intend to travel and I also have a H1B. So once I get a job, I'll just switch back to H1B and I'll
Yeah,
finish
that
my
should be fine.
MBA.
That
Yeah.
should be.
So
Okay.
yeah, I just want to make sure that I'm not in any problem from the government apart from
No, I can't think of why you should be.
Okay. Yeah,
All
because I started it in last year, 2025, and the rule was proposed now.
Yeah.
It's good to have that. Yeah. Thanks a
All
lot,
right.
Rajiv ji.
You're welcome, Ji. All the best.
Thank you.
Ashisha Ji, go ahead, please.
Hi, thank you for doing this. So, this is related to me and my husband. I am a Canadian PR, and he also became a PR in Canada May this year. But
Ji,
he
ma'am.
stays in the US and he works under L1B. He's recently getting converted to H1B from L1B.
Okay.
So, we wanted to know if he can get his stamping done in Canada. And similarly, can
Yes,
I get.
because he's a permanent resident. Does he live there?
No, that's the thing. So both of us are
Yeah.
Indian citizens. And
See, that is the problem I have because the rule is a little unclear. Okay. It says the country of permanent residence. Now, the country of permanent residence, of course, is Canada for you. So here is what I would advise you. Try it anyway. Let's see what happens.
Okay. I did call them up. So my status would be changing from L1, L2 to H4. So I call them up and I literally just stay here and I work here. So I think I could probably get my H4 stamping here.
When you say here, you mean Canada.
Oh, sorry, Canada. I'm so sorry.
Because
Yes.
here, हमारे लिए तो US.
Sorry. Yes. Right,
All
right.
right.
So I stay in Canada, but he moved to the US and he recently
Yeah,
came
so
here.
you are clearly qualified to apply there, right? So there's no question about it.
Okay. And for him, we can give it a shot if
Yeah, give it
he's
a shot. ना ही कर देंगे ना गोली तो नहीं मार देंगे.
okay. And if not, and if he has to get it done in India, can he visit Canada for 10 to 15 days and come back
He's
to
a
the US?
permanent resident of Canada, right?
Yes.
So who's stopping him?
Okay. Yeah. We were just confirming.
I'm
Ashisha's husband.
जी husband जी बोलिए.
Sorry. So हमारा सिचुएशन ये है कि जो आई टेल यू माय सिचुएशन कि अभी H1B में कन्वर्ट होंगे अक्टूबर में. अभी मैं L1B हूँ और H1B का मेरे पास स्टैंपिंग है नहीं, तो मैं अभी तो ट्रैवल कर सकता हूँ बिकॉज मेरे पास स्टैंप है कनाडा का. मतलब
Karthikeya
ये
ji, let me tell you something. I kind of understand what you're saying.
हाँ.
So let me tell you what the government has clearly said in the context of an F1, and the same principle applies here. Okay. What has the government said? The government said, if you're converting from F1 to H1, change of status, right? And because the H1 begins on October 1st, right? Until October 1st, you are still on OPT or still on cap, whatever you are, but it's an F1, right? So if your H1B is approved, you can travel and come back on F1 visa as long as you enter before October 1st.
Yes.
So if that's your situation, okay, that your change of status is already approved, but it will kick in on October 1st, you
Yes.
should be able to travel on the previous visa because it's the same
Yeah.
principle.
Yes. This I'm clear. My question is, स्टैंपिंग मैं अभी भी करवा सकता हूँ जाके, या मेरे को अक्टूबर के बाद ही करवाना होगा?
You will have to know. No, October के बाद तो बिल्कुल नहीं. You can do it before that. But question is how far ahead. So if I remember correctly, in India they were easily doing 4-5 months ahead of time.
When you say ahead of time, that means before October.
October 1st.
Okay. Okay.
Because you're allowed to enter the US up to 10 days before the start date. वो तो by law allowed है आपको, ठीक है ना? So that means if you apply now, you are simply asking for October 1st, which is already so close. I don't think this is even an issue to think about.
Okay, understood.
Okay. All the
Okay,
best.
clear.
Oh, by the way,
Thank you.
if you come back before October 1st, because you have the 100,000 problem. Okay. Now you are doing. Let me just make sure I remember your facts. You are doing H1B, L1 to H1B, right?
Yes, yes.
तो उसमें एक problem है. When you do
Okay.
L1 to H1B, change of status is approved.
Yes.
Would you get? Yeah, you should be able to get a visa stamping, or you can come back on L1B and continue the L1B job. October 1st, you start the H1B job.
Yeah.
So don't even apply for a visa, H1B visa. You can come back without applying for an H1B.
Okay. मैं सॉरी, मैं कंफ्यूज हो गया यहाँ पे.
देखो ना, सितंबर कितना, सितंबर में 30 डेज होते हैं, 31 होते हैं? 30. थैंक यू. मैं तो ऐसे ऐसे करके करता हूँ जो बचपन में हमको सिखाया था. तो सितंबर 30th तक तो यू आर ऑन L1B, करेक्ट?
यस. हाँ.
अक्टूबर 1st पे you become H1.
Yes. हाँ.
So if you re-enter the United States before October 1st, you are entering on L1B.
Yes.
That's what I was saying. So you don't
हाँ,
need
ये
an
clear. Okay.
H1 visa stamp
Understood.
if you come back before October 1st.
Understood. Okay, but either ways मैं जाके टेस्ट कर सकता हूँ वहाँ पे कि मेरा स्टैंपिंग वहाँ हो सकता है. अगर नहीं हो
Absolutely.
सकता तो
Absolutely.
फिर मैं इंडिया का एक्सप्लोर कर सकता हूँ.
Absolutely. बिल्कुल कर सकते हैं. All right.
Okay. Thank you.
All the best, Ji. Umesh Ji, go ahead. Umesh Ji.
Hello, Rajiv ji. Thank you so much for the call. My question is, I'm on the 60-day grace period, and then I want to convert to. I want to ask. आपने mention किया था कि B1 B2 पे convert कर सकते हैं.
I prefer B1. That's what I'm
B1.
doing.
Yes, B1 पे convert कर सकते हैं before getting another H1. So, what do you think about the context to put in the B1 letter, or also उस archived page के बारे में, considering that कि you cannot, उन्होंने page हटा दिया था कि you cannot interview or search
Yeah,
for
but the archive also says some content still may be useful.
for the archive page.
देखो archive page पे क्या लिखा. This
अच्छा,
page
तो
is
it's not.
archived, but some content may still be useful, so it's not being.
अच्छा, तो completely no नहीं है उस पे, it's a gray area.
अब ये बात ये है कि किस बात को हाँ करी, किस बात को ना करी, ये कोई नहीं जानता.
वो हमें guess करना है. Okay. What do you think about the context? We should be open कि हम job देख रहे हैं और.
I would not file anything less than complete truth. मैं नहीं करता हूँ.
Okay. और अगर RFEs भी आती हैं, it's something that can be answered and.
So far, 100% approval, but that does not in any way mean that you are going to get approval. All I can tell you is in the past, actually, we had an interesting case. We had a case in which we just got an approval. He was on B2. And I said, all right, you know what? We need an extension. Why don't you give me B1 change of status? Because might as well do it. And we made our argument. They still gave him a B2 extension. I'm fine with that because that's how it's supposed to be. B1s and B2 are a creation of regulations. The law itself only says B visa.
Okay, okay. Or agar to I haven't done masters, I've only done bachelors. Do you think day one CPT F1 is also a good option, and also considering maybe stamping after 6 months or 12 months?
Stamping तो नहीं होनेगा आपका. I
Acha.
don't know anybody who's gotten successful stamping of
Okay.
CPT.
But no problem in doing change of status to F1
If
day
you
one.
do, if you do it, you are doing a change. You're on H1B right now. क्या था मैं भूल गया आपका.
60-day grace period, yes.
Grace period. So if you want to go back to F1, I think it's going to be difficult because you have to go through the I-539 process.
Okay.
Okay,
So
this is not like going from F1 one course to another course where you just roll your service over. This is a situation where you are going to actually have to go to the government for change of status back to F1. So that means you have to file I-539, and they are not easy going about that.
are you referring to the new form, or if we do it before the September 15th?
Now, it doesn't matter when you do it. That is always the process if you want to convert back to F1 from some other status.
Acha, so that is tough for me, even though I haven't done masters.
Absolutely. It's the same process.
Okay.
ठीक है?
Okay. Oh,
All the best, Ji.
thank you.
You're welcome. Pooja Ji, go ahead, Pooja. Of
Hi, sir. Thank you. Thanks for the call.
course.
So, my situation, last year from H4 to F1, I converted my visa here in the US, and I started my university. University A, and then I completed the course till May. And because of my husband's job, I traveled to Indiana location and took a transfer from A to University B. And University B had a course, everything was sorted, and they issued my I-20. But last week they suddenly mailed me saying that the course is discontinued. And right now the situation is the course
Pooja
was
Ji, you were on H4 earlier?
H4 and I converted to F1.
ठीक है. So they said the course is discontinued. Then what
Yeah.
happened?
So now the situation is they are asking me to check another courses, but there is no relevant course for me with them. And I the college is going to start on 31st.
तो देखो पूजा जी आपका तो आसान है. Okay, because you can convert back to H4.
So, but what happened is I contacted to University A, and she's saying the DSO is saying that I can transfer my service to her, and I delivered the baby this year January. So she said you have some grace period and you can do the course online for the semester. On the F1 itself. So my question is it okay to continue on F1 and do online course being in Indiana and the
Your
university?
DSO can help you better with that. Okay, because see, you're allowed to take up to 3 credits, I think, one course per semester online on an F1.
Yeah.
Okay, but you should have also discussed with them. What if I do this? I file for a change of status to H4 because on H4 also I can go to school. And then there should not be any limit to how many courses I can take online.
Yeah, for H4 it's not there, but I really wanted to continue on the F1. So she's ready to support me, and then she
I
also
would go with what the DSO says. I don't see why not.
I just don't want it to break any regulation. So that's why. And then I confirmed her that I will be traveling to the for the spring semester for the ground classes. It just this semester.
How many days do they have classes? Every month or every week?
So they have every week 2 days
Acha.
class, but
Okay.
she is okay if I do it in a month or so, for 2 3 classes. If I go there, travel from Indiana to New
Are
York
they
City.
putting you on RCL, reduced course load?
She said, yeah, she will do that because
RCL to DSO can do, no? It's up to them. They can do it.
because she said like you just delivered the baby, so I can
Yeah,
give
yeah.
the.
Google F1 RCL, reduce course load. The DSO can do that.
Okay, and so do you think the stamping will cause any problem because I don't have a stamp on my visa from the India?
F1 visa is always questionable. Never know if you're going to get it or not.
Mhm.
उसकी तो कोई guarantee नहीं.
But the plan, you think it's okay to proceed with this like this because
Yeah, I
they
think
just
so.
informed me last week, so it was very
Yeah, it
unethical.
is. If the DSO says they are giving you reduced course load, that is perfectly understandable.
Okay. And she said that she'll maintain a proper note on the service record. So,
That's how they do it. If you want to know how they do it, both the
mhm,
student side screen and the DSO side screen, go
mhm.
and look at studyinthestates.gov. They tell you what the DSO does and what you do. So it's actually a site built for both sides, DSOs as well as students.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, well, so then I'll be on a F1. I'll continue my course. That's fine,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
Yeah.
Congratulations on the baby.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
All the
Nice.
best, Pooja ji.
Thank you.
Ankita Pandey. Ankita ji, go ahead.
Hello, Rajiv ji. Good morning. Thank you for this call.
Ji.
So I'm asking this on behalf of my husband.
Mhm.
He was previously on H-1B and he got laid off last year. And my employer, they filed his I-539 and G-28, which is a change of status from H-1B to H-4.
Mhm.
So we also received the receipt notice last year in December, and the case has been remained pending for almost 9 months now.
एक second रुकिए. Now I got lost in this narrative. Your husband was on H1B before,
Yes, and he got laid off.
got laid off.
So my
Then
employer,
an employer applied for his transfer,
right,
and that has been pending for 9 months.
yes,
Okay. Now, of course, he can continue working if he wants.
on H4, he's not on H4 EAD.
No, he's not. He's on H1, right?
He was on H1 and
Oh,
we,
na, मेरी बात सुनो.
हाँ जी,
That's what I don't understand. Currently, does he have an H1 to H1 transfer pending or H1 to H4 change of status pending?
H1 to H4 status pending.
So you are also on H1.
I am on H1, yes.
ठीक. Okay, got it. Now, what is the question?
So, sir, recently the status changed to date of birth was updated. So, we are not sure what that means
Okay.
because when
All
we
right.
filed like the date of birth, everything
Just
was
hold
right.
on 1 second. Did you file it online or by paper?
So, by paper, the attorney filed it.
Okay. Have you discussed it with your lawyer? Why do we have a change of date of birth?
Not yet. So there's another part to it. So I recently changed employer, and my employer also filed a
Another H1?
concurrent. Yes. So
Okay.
they filed my H1 in premium and a concurrent filing. So
Mhm.
another H4 for him. So
ठीक
we
है.
received both the notices now. So there's a previous H4 notice,
Do you
and
have two approvals?
I have my H1
नहीं
approval,
नहीं
but
आपके पति परमेश्वर.
no, he didn't get any approval yet. So
तो नोटिस किस चीज का? पेन रिसीट का.
receipt notice. Yes,
So
sir.
that's perfectly fine. You can have
So
10 H1 H4s pending if you want. Why not?
I see. So, sir, let's say अब जो दोनों H4 pending में है, so which one should we consider? क्या
I
दोनों
don't really
में?
care. I feel if you get an approval, how does it matter? Because ऐसा होता है. The H4 is attached to you, not to your employer. You can change employers 20 times if you want.
Okay,
जब तक आप स्टेटस में हैं, पति परमेश्वर स्टेटस में.
I see. And
ये
sir,
मैडम 7 फेरे ऐसे ही नहीं लेते हैं, ये पूरा.
ट्रू. सो जो नया वाला सर रिसीट नोटिस आया है उसका ट्रैकर में इट इज शोइंग केस वाज ट्रांसफर्ड एंड द न्यू ऑफिस हैज द jurisdiction.
Well,
So
see, normally पता है क्या होता है? ये अक्सर they do work redistribution. That could be part of the issue.
okay, so what should we understand from that कि
कुछ
दोनों
नहीं कि हर एक चीज को समझना जरूरी नहीं होता. Sit back, you're fine.
okay.
ठीक है.
So so उसमें ये भी mentioned है कि we sent you a notice that explains why we moved your case, but sir हमें
That is typically saying work redistribution. हमारे पास काम ज्यादा है, दूसरे सेंटर में कम है, वहां भेज रहे हैं हम लोग.
ओके, सो हमें ऐसा कोई नोटिस अभी तक मेल
कोई
में
कोई
आया
बात
नहीं है.
कोई बात नहीं. Don't
ओके,
worry about it. And actually, it's your lawyer who will be getting the notice, not you.
आई सी. ओके, ऑलराइट. सो
Okay?
अगर अगर लेट्स से सर दोनों में से कोई भी केस का अप्रूवल आ जाता है तो दूसरा वाला ऑटोमेटिकली लाइक शुड वी
No,
स्टिल
they could even give you two approvals, which is
आई
perfectly okay with me. Because what if the second approval gets you 3 months more? They might give it to you.
okay, and because it has already been 9 months, so should we do or send any follow up to the USCIS because हमने कहीं पे recently पढ़ा था कि there are few people who are sending some
नहीं
follow
ये
up.
तो देखो किसी के कहने से मैं कभी विश्वास नहीं करता किसी बात पे. What does it cost you to follow up? Might as well. ना ही कर देंगे ना.
Okay, so we can, right?
Why not? It's
Okay,
your
sure,
case.
sure, sure. And one last question, sir. So, his I-94, which was tied to the H-1B, uska expiration hai in December this year. So,
It
like,
doesn't matter. He's already filed it, so it's fine.
okay, so that I-94 is not valid. Like,
Not relevant anymore.
okay, all right. So, until we get any approval on H-4, he is still all good to stay.
That's what we believe. That has been the norm for the last at least 30 plus years that I've practiced.
I see. Okay, all right. So, no such changes as of now. He is still good.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome. All the best. Hannah, go ahead. Hannah.
Hello, sir.
Hello, ma'am.
I'll just get into the context, but thank you for doing this.
Of course.
I just received an H4 denial under 214B.
Huh? What?
Yes.
Never heard of that before. H4 denial under 214B.
Yes.
Was your documentation not complete?
So I will just give you a context. I'm an Indian citizen, but I applied from Saudi Arabia because I
Okay.
have residency here. In 2025, I had filed for F1 and it was also refused under 214B.
Mm-hmm.
And I did it 3 times within the same month, and all 3 was refused.
Mm-hmm.
But then I was under the dependency of my father,
Mm-hmm.
and I had also mentioned I was married back then.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so my H4 interview happened a year later, and I met the same officer who had interviewed me previously.
Mm-hmm.
So he transferred me to another officer saying he recognized me. And the new officer asked me about my finances. So in
Mm-hmm.
my DS 160, I had stated that I would fund myself.
Mm-hmm.
But I explained to the officer that I have savings and that my husband would be supporting me. So he asked me for the bank statement, which I didn't have. But I offered to show him my husband's last.
I'm getting too much information, but I'm not getting any real. What exactly happened? Give me the bottom line first.
Yeah, okay. So he asked me for the bank statement, which I didn't have, but I showed my husband's last 3 pay slips, employer contract verification, and W-2, all of them. And also, he didn't ask me any questions regarding our marriage. I offered to show the marriage certificate as well, but maybe it's because I already mentioned in 2025 I'm married. So this is what happened. So I have 3 questions for you. The thing is, should I reapply again in the Saudi consulate or should I do it from India?
They didn't deny you because you were applying in the wrong place, did they?
I'm not sure since I also have F1 refusals 3 times from Saudi. Uh, if they see me as an immigrant here, but I have an employer contract now. I'm not a dependent of my father anymore. This time I'm under
Well, this 214B doesn't make sense.
Is there any reasonable amount of personal savings that I can show next time?
And that is not even an issue. The thing is, I'm looking at the consulate, the Department of State website, because this is quite intriguing. I know sometimes they can decline on 214B if the documentation is insufficient. So I'm looking at it, and here is what the regulations or the State Department says. I can actually share with you the page I'm looking at. Give me 1 second. I'll put it in the chat. So this is the page I'm looking at under the accordion 214B. What does a visa denial under 214B mean? It means that you did not sufficiently demonstrate that you qualify for the visa or you have immigrant intent. So the first part, remember I asked you, did you have sufficient documentation? I think the problem appears to be, did you have enough documentation to show that you were married?
Yes, so I had my marriage certificate. I had photograph proofs as well. And also in my F1, during the time of my F1, I kept mentioning I'm married. So when I offered the officer to show my marriage certificate, he said, that's not necessary. It's already here.
Yeah, this denial doesn't make any sense to me. I have no idea why they denied it, because 214B does not apply to this situation.
So I asked the officer, like, it's 2114B, so what circumstance could I change? And he told me, you can apply later. And he mentioned something about finances, but I really don't understand that because my husband is working full time and I
See,
showed
that's
him.
another thing I don't understand. If they were denying under public charge issue, you don't have any health conditions, do you?
No, no, no.
Yeah, we're just making stupid, wild guesses here because the consulate has not given you any information. Only thing I can recommend, ma'am, you have two choices. Of course, you can get a lawyer to follow up those things. Consulates are notoriously bad about answering. Okay. You can either reapply in the same place, okay,
Okay.
or you can apply in India. Either one is an option available to you.
Okay, so applying in India, it seems the interview slot is not there.
Yeah, so obviously then you know what your choices are. So go ahead and apply it. Let's see what happens.
Okay, but I'm just too scared. Should I apply in another consulate in Saudi Arabia?
Now don't do that.
Okay.
Go to the same consulate. And just
Because
this time ask them that we've taken a consultation from lawyers. It makes no sense. What am I missing? You have to tell me what I'm missing.
Okay, I could question that.
You can certainly ask politely. don't question them like I did, because
Yeah, but I politely asked then what
yeah.
what
Well,
you
let's, like I said, you don't have 10,000 options. Those are
mm,
the only. Another thing you could, I just thought of that. Another thing you could do is you could have your husband contact the local congressman's office, okay,
okay.
and tell them that we don't understand why this denial has been issued. And here is how you contact. Let's see. Yeah, I just put a link in the chat.
Okay,
This is a
thank you
link to a document I had drafted a while back, which
Mm,
tells you exactly step by step how to contact your congressman's office. Not you, but your husband.
okay.
All right, do that.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. All the best.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Maha Light, I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. Mahalait,
Hello.
can you help me pronounce your name?
No, that's my name. My name is just Iti. It's I don't know why it took like that. Maybe it is just my username for my account. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I was, yeah, definitely bamboozled by that name. Yes, ma'am. What can I do for you?
Yeah. Hi. My question is my current status of my perm filing. I had some questions regarding the same, and I had filed my perm process was already started, and currently 2 months before my company started my perm recruitment process, and now 1 week ago they are coming back and saying that they need to refile my prevailing wage determination, which was already approved by the DOL, and the reason that they are giving is like there is some job description changes for the role, so they need to file it. But my my prevailing wage has already been approved like long around March this year.
Ma'am,
So
I can't really tell you what is going on. From what you told me, it appears, and this is, I'm guessing based upon what you told me, that there are some changes in your job description which are material enough to require refiling because the nature of the job could be.
yeah, so that is what I'm trying to tell you. There is no such change in my job description. I just wanted to know from you when is the case that we need to refile the prevailing wage? Because as far as I'm concerned, and I talked with my manager, he mentioned there is no change. It's just the third party that we have hired, they are forcing on refiling. So I need to have enough reason to ask them not to. So I wanted your suggestion that when we actually need to refile. My job description hasn't been changed at all. I'm in the same role. So yeah, I'm confused regarding that. So and
Yeah,
also
it's a
this
question you should ask your employer and your lawyer, because I can just sit here making guesses what is going on. What you told me said that's what it means. But if they have a reason, I mean, obviously they're not doing it for fun. Okay. It's not like, oh, yeah, today we can't go to the movies. Let's file the prevailing wage again. There's a reason they're doing it, right? So the question is, what is the reason? And it should not be that difficult to explain to you. You are in
Yeah,
a
no, I've been trying to talk with them past 1 week, so they have been
Right.
giving different reasons. So I just wanted to know from you when they can refile so that I can go back and.
I in my 30 years of practice, only once I have refiled a prevailing wage simply because that determination was incorrect and an appeal took 6 months. So I just refiled it.
And also, they're coming back saying that it expired. So June 30th.
Oh, that's what
No,
happened.
no,
So
so this is the current thing. I've been pushing them for the
yeah,
refund.
so
Now
so
they
I
came back.
think they might have screwed up. They didn't keep the dates right because you have to start the advertising within a certain number of days. And I don't remember exactly what day. So the prevailing wage it comes, it's I think usually good for anywhere between I want to say 90 days and 1 year, and you have to start advertising within X number of days. My team keeps track of all those things. So I now understand if the wage had expired, they have to refile it.
So yeah, so it got approved April this year, and they are telling it got expired June 30th. But the
90 days, na? 90 days हो गया ना? May,
so but they
April.
started the perm before like 1 month. So is it
Okay,
like
ma'am,
every
I'm
time
going
I
to have
get
to cut short this conversation because I don't know. We are just making guesses here.
okay?
Okay. You need to find out the facts. This is not normal, that I can tell you. This is definitely abnormal. And why it is being done that way. And if you ask a question, you're being answered a different way each time. I would insist on talking with somebody high enough who can actually look at the file and talk. And I don't want to talk to a paralegal. I want to talk to a lawyer.
Okay, okay. So you mentioned it's 90 days from the date of approval. That is
I'm making guesses. I don't remember exactly.
okay.
Like I said, there are so many details. It's our team who takes care of all those things. But
Okay.
there is a limitation. I believe it is. The prevailing wage cannot be less than 90 days and cannot be more than X, whatever that X amount is.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
All the best.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Nabha Joshi, Nabha or Nabha?
It's Nabha.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, sir. Thank you for your time.
नभ का मतलब आसमान होता है ना?
Yes, exactly.
जी ma'am. Go ahead.
So my husband is on H1B visa and I'm on H4 here.
जी.
And I applied for my H4 EAD in the month of January this year, and I'm still waiting for the approval.
जी.
So I was wondering if I can travel outside the country during this time or if there are any implications regarding this.
जी. You have an H4 visa stamp?
Yeah, I have it valid till 2028.
Okay. So I cannot quote you the source.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember many years back when the H4 were first announced.
Yeah.
This question was asked in a meeting, and USCIS said, look, you can always travel when an extension is pending.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Your H4 is still valid, though. It's not a question of extension.
Yeah.
And so the extrapolating or kind of applying the same principle here,
Mm-hmm.
you're not looking for a change of status. So
Yeah, right.
therefore, travel should not impact your EAD. But they said when you travel, it can delay your EAD. That's the only thing that can happen. But
Oh, okay.
again, I can't quote the source for you. I wish I could. I have looked for it. I couldn't find it.
Okay.
To the best of my knowledge, that's how it works. Now, what can you do to make sure that is how it is? You call CBP.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, CBP actually answers their phones. You'll be happy to know.
Okay.
You can even email them.
I tried doing that, but they said that they cannot give me information regarding the travel.
Just go to the airport.
Oh, all
Take your
right.
passport, your visa stamp with you, and
Uh-huh.
ask them.
Okay. All right. Thank you
Okay.
so much.
You're
Yeah.
welcome. All the best.
Thank you.
Bhavik ji, go ahead. Bhavik.
Hi, Rajiv ji.
Hello, sir.
My question is regarding my wife's EAD card. So I recently got approved I-140. And my situation is right now I am on H1B and that is getting expired next year, May 2027.
Okay.
Now, should I file her H4 EAD right now or should I wait until they can bundle it up with the renewal of H1B, H4 and EAD altogether?
I am not aware of any reason why you can't file too.
Okay.
ठीक है.
ठीक है.
Does that
So
answer?
मतलब अभी अगर if I file right now and even I didn't get any response or something, I can still refile on the
Why not?
again.
It's your money if you want to spend it. Why should they stop you?
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you,
All
sir.
the best. Ritesh ji, go ahead, Ritesh.
Hey, hi Rajiv sir, how are you?
You're not Ritesh Deshmukh, are you?
No, I'm Ritesh Singh.
All right.
All right,
Go ahead.
so here's the case. I used to work for employer A in India from 21 to 25 January.
Okay.
Then I moved for the same employer. They moved me to US on H1B in January 2025. Now
Can
my
you do an
employer,
L1? Is that the question?
no, I am on H1. My employer is filing EB1C now on H1.
They can. If you were a managerial employee.
Yeah. So I was a director in India. I used to manage a pre-sales function globally, managing almost $700 million of business. But I had no reportees. But I used to work. I used to give work for 50 people, hiring and all kind.
Yeah,
But there was no reporting.
function manager हो गया ना, Ritesh ji. We
Yeah,
talked
and
about
today
that.
I have around 50 people reporting directly to me here in US. So,
बहुत बढ़िया.
is this a bad case where I had no reporters in India?
No, I don't think so. It depends, you know. अभी बात कर रहे थे ना कि function manager is a little bit more difficult to establish. But I can't remember the last time I lost a function manager case. We've done it so many times.
So you have won all the cases of functional manager.
But that doesn't mean I'm going to win yours or your lawyers are going to win yours. It simply means that statistically chances are good that you'll get it approved. It all depends upon the strength of the case. Remember the factors I talked about? It's a discrete function, pre-sales. It's important to the company, definitely. Otherwise, how do you make money? And you have a lot of authority in relation to that function.
So I got a letter from my executive vice president saying that he was managing this function, and as well as like 10-15 people were directly not reporting to him, but he was deciding the salaries, appraisal, etc. I have all the letters from HR, EVPs and all, and
Yeah, I
I'm
think
providing
Ritesh ji,
evidences as well.
I think there's a good chance it will work out.
Okay. Second, I have two more questions. Sorry. Is there any chance of getting RFE for premium processing of I-140 through EB1C?
It is a sucker's bet to say that you won't. इतना आसान है. RFE तो आती रहती है. RFE का क्या होता है?
No, I mean versus normal case filing normal.
I have never, whenever I have an option, I file premium. I don't care about RFEs. आती है आए नहीं आती ना आए.
Okay, so my
I need
current
my decision in a month rather than in 8 months.
So my current H1B is tied to a location which is mentioned in the LCA, and that office is currently getting shut down.
L1 has nothing to do with the office.
Okay, so I'm going remote. My LCA process is
I mean
pending,
EB1C. Yeah, EB1C has zero problem with wherever you work from.
Got it.
EB1C is only concerned with two things. Is the company that you worked for still open? And is the company that you are working for still employing you? It's only, and the relationship still exists between the two companies. The rest of all is irrelevant.
God. So any recommendation, couple of evidences which I should provide, which will make
I do
my
not
case
have that
strength.
because every case is unique.
And do you review the filing documents? Do you provide that services?
Absolutely, we do it. No problem at all.
I reached out to your office. Someone said that no, you only filed. You don't.
वो मैं मेरे से पूछ लो ना. मुझे पता है what the office wants to say. So don't worry about it. Just email me directly.
Okay.
I'll check with the supervisors, and I think we should be reviewing cases. Like, why not? I do it. Previously, we didn't used to, but last few weeks I've been doing it simply because otherwise there's no way we can't take the case, right? अगर हम लोग इतने busy हैं, तो at least let's give some input to the people who are filing the cases.
So since this is EB1C and my I-140 is getting filed, can I attach H4 EAD also along with that, with the premium processing?
No, not at all. The two are not connected.
Oh, so I have to wait for approved I-140. Okay.
All right.
All right. Thanks, Rajiv. Yeah.
You're welcome. आशिमा जी, आप तो रिटर्निंग कस्टमर हो लग रहा है मेरे को.
हाय राजीव जी. यस, मैं मतलब एक्चुअली जो लास्ट वीक हमने डिस्कशन किया था, मुझे उस पर एक फॉलो अप था. मतलब आई टॉक टू एसईवीपी, बट फर्स्टली हुआ क्या, मैंने कॉल इनिशियली
मुझे याद नहीं हम लोगों ने किस बात पे बात करी.
हाँ, मैं अभी आपको कंटेक्स्ट ब्रीफली दे देती हूँ. मैं तो इनफैक्ट कॉल ज्वाइन किया, वाज वन ऑफ द फर्स्ट 5 पीपल एंड गलती से वो लोअर हैंड हो गया एंड देन नाउ आई एम इन द फैग एंड ऑफ इट. तो
चलो,
काफी फनी.
इतना ज्ञान बांटा है मैंने आपको किसी का.
और भी बहुत केसेस सुन लिए जो अभी नहीं आए तो कभी फ्यूचर के लिए पता है, काफी ज्ञान. बट राजीव जी, मेरा केस ये था कि आई हैड द H1B अप्रूव्ड प्रीमियम प्रोसेसिंग के थ्रू, एंड देन आई गॉट लेड ऑफ लाइक कपल ऑफ आवर्स, लाइक विद इन अ डे इनफैक्ट। तो काफी फनी टाइमिंग था। सो द आयरनी वाज कि अब मेरे पास अप्रूव्ड H1B है, बट आई डोंट हैव द जॉब एनी मोर, एंड एज यू कैन इमेजिन October 1 को एक्टिवेट होगा। सो द थिंग इज कि मैं स्टेम ओपीटी पे थी, वैलिड टिल 20 जुलाई
Oh
2027।
yeah. And I asked you to check with your DSO. Can they just?
करेक्ट। तो मैंने डीएसओ से भी बात की, मैंने एसईवीपी से भी बात की। तो
हाँ.
हमारा अभी तक जो वो निकल रहा है, दे आर सेइंग कि यू शुड आस्क योर एम्प्लॉयर टू विड्रॉ द
हाँ,
H1B
that's the problem because the way their system is set up,
हम्म।
USCIS enters the data on people who have applied for change of status.
करेक्ट। ओके।
तो सेविप का सिस्टम ट्रिगर होता है,
हम्म।
including whom to give cap extension.
ओके। हाँ हाँ।
Until they see a revocation in their system, they will say after October 1st, you don't have your STEM OPT back.
STEM OPT। सो राजीव सर, इसीलिए मुझे ये समझना था, बिकॉज लास्ट टाइम यू हैड सजेस्टेड कि एक बार इनसे बात कर लो, बट आई वुड से कि विड्रॉल इफ यू कैन पुश लाइक। सो अनदर कॉन्टेक्स्ट हियर वाज कि आई एम इंटरव्यूइंग विद पीपल लाइक कपल ऑफ प्लेसेस, बट वही है कि टाइमलाइन इज टाइट। तो अभी पता नहीं है, लाइक ऑल ऑफ दीज माइट, लाइक हो सकता है कि नेक्स्ट 2 वीक्स में कुछ आ जाए, हो सकता है पूरा लाइक October 1 तक, हाउ दीज प्रोसेसेस आर, लाइक सो फार आई हैव सीन कि
देखो,
होते ही जा रहा है
आपके
time।
लिए I have a piece of good news and a piece of bad news. Which one do you want first?
बैड न्यूज पहले दे ताकि गुड न्यूज पे एंड हो।
Bad news ये है कि you have no control over when the the withdrawal notice will actually be entered into the system.
Okay.
Because government takes forever to act on these cases.
Okay.
Okay. The good news is, if they are not able to convert you back to STEM OPT, you still have your H1B. You can argue, "Arey bhai, either I have one or the other," right? Then I am
Yeah.
still on H1B and my H1B is activated. Now I am H1B approved.
So Rajiv, so my worry was just कि कहीं मैं out of status तो नहीं हो जाऊंगी October 1, like because that was my worry.
Why?
That
Why? Because the way I look at it, once you're H1, and I looked at the regulations, my conclusion was that you should have 60-day grace period.
right. So if I withdraw, like
No,
firstly, like
सुनो मेरी बात सुनो. If you have 50-day grace period and you want to go back to school, ये आपका कब हो रहा है एक्सपायर आपका
2027 में हो रहा है।
ग्रेस
नहीं,
पीरियड?
ग्रेस पीरियड, सॉरी, 60 डे ग्रेस पीरियड
हाँ,
would then
अक्टूबर में होगा तो
expire
नवंबर
October,
दिसंबर,
November,
you'll be,
November end, basically
so
around
you'll
that.
have to apply for a B1, आशिमा जी.
But like you are saying after November, like अगर November तक कुछ वर्कआउट नहीं होता है तो
या अगर आपका 60 days में कुछ नहीं होता तो if you're
नहीं तो
getting job offers, then I would say, I mean, government could always say, आपका H1 तो activate ही नहीं हुआ. But the law doesn't say activation, it says admitted. Admitted means change of status हो गया. तो change of
Right.
status अगर हो गया तो फिर बात ही खत्म.
और मुझे लग रहा है कि बेस्ड ऑन व्हाट आई हर्ड फ्रॉम द स्कूल एंड एसईवीपी, दोनों को मेरा रिकॉर्ड चेंज अपडेटेड दिख रहा है, मतलब ऑटोमेटेड स्टेटस ट्रिगर तो
या
होगा।
but उनको withdrawal नहीं दिख रहा ना, that's the problem.
हाँ, तो अभी तक विड्रॉल तो राजीव जी, आई नीडेड योर गाइडेंस कि मैं विड्रॉल फिर अपनी कंपनी को बोल के करा दूं या शुड बी लाइक, बिकॉज वी लाइक
ये
माय
बहुत
थॉट
मुश्किल है
वाज
आशिमा, ये कहना बहुत कठिन है क्योंकि व्हाट इज द गारंटी दैट, आई मीन चांसेस, और अगस्त तो हो गया और अगस्त का एंड हो गया ऑलमोस्ट, लेट मिडल हो गया, तो 15 क्या 30 35 40 दिन में क्या दे विल दे एक्ट ऑन द विड्रॉल? इट्स वेरी अनलाइकली. ओके,
इन दिस केस व्हाट डू यू सजेस्ट कि
आई हैव नो सजेशन. अगर if you toss a coin in the air, whichever way it falls, that's as good a decision making as I can give you. Because I don't know if they're going to be see, if they are able to withdraw, you get your STEM OPT. If they are not able to get, arguably you get your H1B.
एंड आउट ऑफ स्टेटस होने का रिस्क तो नहीं है ना, मतलब
I don't see that. Okay. Now, government could come back and say you were never admitted and you never joined the employer. I would argue very, very strongly against that.
बिकॉज आई जॉइंट एम्प्लॉय, लाइक आई वाज देयर फॉर 2 years, मतलब वो तो टाइमिंग का वो था, तो आई हैव
नहीं, I would say that मुझे ये दिखाओ ना कहाँ लिखा है कि I have to actually join the employer. It simply says that I must be admitted in H1B, and I got my change of status, I'm admitted.
So, would either of these affect my chances of a future employer filing a change of status on this H1B? मतलब मैं विड्रॉ, मैं राजीव से ये सोच रही हूँ कि अगर अब जहाँ इतना रिस्क ले लिया है, तो मेरा ले ऑफ हुआ था जून एंड, लाइक अर्ली फर्स्ट वीक ऑफ जुलाई में, तब ये था कि if I can find an employer fast enough, so like they can just leverage the change of status and do it. अब
But
I
एक second, Ashima ji,
Mhm.
you have 150 days on STEM OPT if you have
Correct.
not used. So if you combine all the time you were out of work all the way to September 30th, would you be out of status at any time?
No, I won't be.
हाँ तो फिर क्या प्रॉब्लम?
नहीं बट मैं अक्टूबर 1 को ना हो जाऊं, बस वो है क्योंकि अभी मेरे
वो हो
पास
गया ना. That's my conclusion from the regulations was that see I haven't looked at the regs for a while. आप regulations ऐसा करो. It's not that I wish I had more time, Ashima. I could look it up for you. Like in my conclusion, long time back, I decided if your H1B is approved, I would argue that you've got your 60-day grace period. And you are rid of that lottery problem.
Okay.
ठीक है?
So in that case फिर राजीव सर अभी
Hold
आपका
on, Ashima. I
हाँ
told you
मतलब
what I needed to say.
कॉल का कोई
My
वो नहीं.
conclusion is that you should have a 60-day grace period. उसके ज़्यादा मैं कुछ नहीं बोल सकता आपको.
Okay, okay. Thank you,
All the
sir.
best. You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
You're welcome. Neha ji, go ahead. Neha? Neha Pai? हर्षित घोष কেমন আছো
স্যার
বাবা?
ভালো ভালো আছি सर तो मैं अपनी सिचुएशन का बैकग्राउंड देता हूँ एंड मेरे कुछ क्वेश्चंस थे तो so I was on H1B and then I lost my job and then I filed for a B2 visa like uh, on
Yes.
or before day 60 and then I got a job and this company they filed for my H1B and then the H1B got an RFE and then the B2 got an RFE so this
But that's the
happened.
normal fashion these days.
Exactly. This was supposed to happen. So the B2 RFE came August 18, so like 2 days ago. And while all this was happening in July, like another company, I got a job offer from them, and this is the company that I want to join. Now, what's happening is the second company is a bit behind, right? Like इन्होंने अब तक, and it's like a startup, so they have never done H1B, right? So they haven't filed my H1B yet, but they want to file my H1B, and they have started the process. So I'm guessing they will file my H1B, let's say September 15, जो मुझे लग
But
रहा है
Harshit, why can this other company that you want to join also not file an H1B?
They can. They have never done it before, so they need to register their company with the some DOL, right? And then they do the LCA, and then they file
Are
my
they a
H1B.
big company or a small company?
They're a small company. It's like 9 people. It's a startup.
तो register नहीं होता. There is they should just Google this. USCIS Vibe registration. V as in Vibe as in Vibe code.
Okay.
Okay. It takes 5 minutes to register.
Oh, but I thought for LCA they have to do something, right? Like
just do the Vibe registration now, so that by the time you file the LCA, they already have it online.
Oh, okay. I mean, anyways, like they are taking care of it, right? Like that's not they
And
have
that
their own.
registration is free of cost. It doesn't cost you anything.
Yeah. So their legal team is initiating my H1B petition, and I'm expecting they'll file it by September 15. So I'm in like this sort of a conundrum, right? Like मुझे second company join करना.
What is the conundrum? Let the second company also apply for an H1B.
But the thing is, my B2 got an RFE, right? Like so now when the second
Respond
company
to the
filed,
RFE, because अगर RFE आपकी, if you don't win your RFE, then you are in trouble.
Yeah. Like so, I'm preparing a response. But when the second company files for my H1B, I'll have to like what all do I need to share with them? Do I just share my B2 or do I also tell them I got a B2 RFE? And because
Yeah,
like
tell them you
initially
got
my
a B2 RFE, right? Otherwise, how would it work?
yeah exactly. So that was my thinking. But initially मैं सोच रहा था कि like okay मेरे दो H1B petition parallelly चलेंगे and then मैं जो मेरी पहली company उसे बोलूँगा please withdraw, I want to join this second company. But how is the situation now? Like how do I do it? Because now I'll have to tell this new company that
देखो भाई,
hey.
let me shorten this thing up for you, because we
Sure.
could be talking
Yeah.
about this forever. All right.
Yeah.
Bottom line, very simple. You have to respond to the B2 and win the B2.
Okay.
That's clear.
Yeah.
The first company or the second company, whoever wants to file your H1B, or if they want to do it together, I don't care.
My B2 mentions company one. So my B2 is mentioning, hey, this company filed your H1B. It mentions.
Doesn't matter.
So should the second company wait till the B2 is approved and then file the H1B?
I don't see why they should, but that's up to them. So don't get involved in all these nitty-gritty details. That's not your job. That's your lawyer's job. And
Okay.
I am also a lawyer. Last time I checked, I was one. So
Yeah.
you do what I'm telling you. And of course, in
Sure.
discussion with your lawyers, B2 has to be responded to. H1B, whether you file one or two together, doesn't really matter. End of story.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, cool, cool. So I'm gonna do that. So also the first company, what they are saying is they will. I'll file my B2 RFE. I plan to do that myself tomorrow. Just have my company man lawyer, like have a look at my B2 package and give a green light.
Makes sense.
And what this person is recommending is that because I have a visa stamp, I have a valid visa stamp on my H1B. He's saying that okay, you respond to B2 RFE, that might again take 1 or 2 months for the RFE to get approved. Or
Historically,
the
that's taking only 1 or 2 weeks. Okay,
okay, that
listen, I understand what they are going to tell you. They are going to say you can travel out and come back.
exactly, yeah.
But why not apply for a B2? Why not respond to the B2? जब भी time आएगा तो देखेंगे.
हाँ, तो वही 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 हो रहा है, लाइक B2 रेस्पॉन्ड करूंगा मैं, बट वो बोल रहा है कि जो B2 H1B RFE का डेडलाइन है तब तक B2 अप्रूवल अनलाइकली है, एंड माय H1B RFE is asking for a B2
Okay,
approval.
it's quite idiotic what kind of loop you are getting into. I'll tell you why it's idiotic.
Okay.
I'll give you just one more minute because I still got a bunch of people waiting, and you have
Sure.
lawyers. You can talk to them. Okay. If I were your lawyer, I would tell you, how does it matter whether they approve or they deny? You can always go out on the visa and come back.
Yeah.
Let's try to file the response, see what happens. And if we get desperate for your services and H1B gets approved without an I-94, just go out and come back. What is the big deal? This is a nonsense debate. It doesn't make any sense.
Okay, so let's say the B2 is denied.
I'm
Can they
done.
still do?
I'm done, Mr. Ghosh. Okay.
All right.
Because
Okay.
this debate is absolutely nonsensical. Only
Okay.
thing you
All
need
right.
to do is file the B2. Whether you file two H1Bs, one H1B, doesn't matter.
All right. Cool. All right. Thank you.
Just do it. Don't try to argue law with me. Don't try to argue policy with me. Talk to your own lawyers. This is what I would do if I were your lawyer. All right.
All right. Yeah. Thanks.
All the best. Neha Pai, go ahead, ma'am.
Hi, Rajiv ji. Thank you for this call. I'm on B2 pending status from last 5 months, and I've moved to B2 from H1B after being laid off. I'm filing for change of status to F1 CPT visa. My question is, does
It's gonna be a tough filing, ma'am.
Yeah.
First of all, you don't have status. You are waiting for status, like the previous gentleman was. A lot of people are. Second, making a case for an F1 when you were on H1B, and that to F1 CPT, oh, it's gonna be nasty. Okay. But if you're lucky, it might, because yesterday I spoke with somebody who got two B2 approvals, extensions. I've never heard of that before. So who knows what is going to happen? But going by common sense, this could be problematic for you.
Okay. And what would be your suggestion be if I don't go on F1 CPT?
Have you been looking for jobs? Did you say when you went on to B2, did you say you were going to look for jobs?
No, my lawyer unfortunately didn't mention that. Like we mentioned travel and wrapping up. And H1, I was looking for jobs, but it's been difficult.
I don't have a good suggestion for you, no matter what I tell you.
Okay. So if I were to go on F1.
Hold on. Let's look at simple choices.
Sure.
Apply for a B2 extension, leave the country, or apply for B2 to F1. Those are the three choices. You take them. They're all lousy choices.
Right. Yeah.
Do the one that feels the least lousy to you.
Okay. And if I were to do F1 CPT, my question is like, would it make difference if I applied right now on premium processing in the 5th month, or should I wait till the end of the period? Because I've seen some people have gotten decisions earlier.
See, that's the only thing about premium processing, Nehaji. What is happening is if you apply for premium processing, you trigger two RFEs, one in the main case and the other one is the B2.
But does it make a difference if at the end of period I've seen that B2
Do it now. Don't wait for it.
as soon as possible? Okay. Thank you
right.
so much, Rajiv ji. And
Uh,
are you taking cases for B2 RFEs or
check with
F1?
Anna, ANNA@immigration.com. Anna,
All right.
yeah, she'll let you know if you're taking it. All right.
Okay.
All
Thank you
the
so much.
best.
Thank you.
Humna ji, go ahead. Humna.
Yes. Hi, Rajiv ji.
Is
How are
it
you?
is it pronounced Humna or Hamna?
It's Hamna.
Thank you. Hamna ji, go ahead.
Yes. Ji. So I just have a simple question. I am on OPT right now, but I am planning to travel to Pakistan, and my visa stamp is expiring on March 29, 2027, which is like 7 months. But जब मैं enter करूँगी US में, it will be like 6 months.
Okay.
And
देखो
if that's
Hamna
okay?
ji, let's do something here. Let's understand something. A visa stamping is simply a permission to land at the airport.
Yes.
Even if you have it valid for 1 day, that's good.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
ठीक है? So you don't
जी.
have to have visa for 8 months or 10 months or 3 years. You
Okay.
just have to have I-797, that is
Okay.
valid when you enter, and an H-1B visa, which is valid the day you enter.
No, I am on OPT, initial
Same thing,
OPT.
OPT, same. I mean,
Okay. Okay.
H-1B or F-1,
Okay.
whatever the
Mm-hmm.
status is. Only thing I would recommend is many people, I posted so many people's stories who shared them
Yeah.
with us that they traveled on OPT, had no difficulty at all. Just make sure you carry some evidence that you were maintaining status all the way through, pay stubs, W-2s, whatever you can.
Yeah. Okay. And I'm working part-time on OPT. It is like a proper company, but it's part-time. Is
20
that
hours,
okay?
right? At least
20
20
hours.
hours.
Oh no, so I'm doing like 30, 32 hours.
That's not 35 पे तो full time शुरू हो जाता.
Okay. Yeah. So because some weeks I get like 30 hours, some weeks I get 25, some weeks I get 20. So
Sorry,
that's
but
why I didn't do full time.
you're working in your own field, right?
Yes, yes.
I don't see
Like
it.
it's a healthcare company, but I'm working as an IT administrator because I did my IT. So
I don't think it should be a problem.
ओके एंड माय नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज कि अगर मैं 15 सितंबर से पहले यूएस में एंटर करती हूँ तो आई विल स्टिल गेट द डीएस राइट
Yes.
सो इफ आई गेट द डीएस एंड इफ आई डोंट गेट अ फुल टाइम जॉब तो आई माइट गो फॉर मास्टर्स बिकॉज माय ओपीडी इज एक्सपायरिंग
You
इन
will be
February
subject to asking for an extension.
extension of visa or just because I did my bachelor's
It
so I will be doing my master's so
That
it's
makes
like
it a
going
good case for an I-539. But
okay
as far as I could read the regulations, I think you have to apply for an extension.
just the extension I don't have to file so extension means I have to file the I-593 right
By 539, yes, exactly.
539 yes yes
ठीक है?
okay so if I sorry just a quick question so if I don't travel and I have my DS I still have to file I-539
You do not.
okay okay if I'm not traveling then I don't have to
Let
file
me
okay
think about this. After I said that, I said, wait a minute, because you are going to a different degree program.
yeah I did my bachelor's and I will be going for master's so it's like going for upper degree so as far as I
And
read
that will be
the
before September 15th or after September 15th?
after September 15th
I
but
think you have
before
to apply for 539, Hamna ji.
so what's that deadline for March so there's one more deadline for March right
Uska, yeah, that is March 2030, something like that, right? You know what?
yes
Now that you have piqued my interest, let me double check this.
mm-hmm.
There is definitely that deadline. So what
yeah
am I
because
doing? I am Googling
mm-hmm.
new F1 rules,
Okay.
studyinthestates.gov. Study, one word, in
Okay.
the states. They had issued some frequently asked questions that
Okay.
were clarifying. And you click on that. I can
Mm-hmm.
share that link with you.
Okay.
First, they talk about the new regs and then they give some frequently asked questions. Let's take a quick look at it because this I keep looking back at it. I want to know what exactly is going on. This I just gave you the site.
Okay. Yeah, I got it.
So
Yes.
when you get there, it says, let's see, latest updates, da 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 da, what to know, major changes, fixed period of admission, extension of stay. Students who need additional time to complete their program of study, begin a new program of study, or engage in post-completion of OPT or STEM OPT must file I-539. Okay. Now there is a portion there, I'm looking for it, where it says transition.
Mm-hmm.
So let's look at the transition period on the
Yeah.
same link towards the top bottom. For current F students admitted for duration of status who are present in the United States on the final rules effective date, which is September 15th,
Yes.
these students may remain in the US without applying for extension up to the end of their post-completion OPT or STEM OPT, but not to exceed November 14th, 2030, which is 4 years, plus 60-day departure. Students must apply for an EOS if they wish to remain in the United States beyond this date. What is this date? I guess it is November 14th, 2030. Including if additional time is needed to begin a new program of study. So I think you would be covered by this, arguably, right? Because you're not looking for additional time, right?
Yeah.
You have a duration of status.
Exactly. Yes. So.
If you travel, then you're stuck with the new rules. So this part, which is students must apply for an EOS if they wish to remain beyond this date. This date probably means November 14th, 2030. Or including if additional time is needed to begin a new program. So I'm a little confused about this. I have to look at the regulations also.
Okay.
Let's see. I actually have another source I had created. A retrieval augmentation. Give me 1 second. Tell you what, just email me your question. I'll look it up. I don't want to waste everybody else's time. Just email me at help@immigration.com that we talked, and I am currently in my OPT. And if I apply for, and I did my bachelor's, if I apply for my master's, would I be covered by the old rules, etc., whatever we just discussed? Okay?
Yeah.
Just email me. I'll take a quick look. It's an interesting question. All right.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you
All the
so much.
best. You're welcome.
Thank you. Okay. But I'm safe to travel, right?
वो travel तो आप कर ही सकते हो, but coming back you
Okay.
will get, if you come on or after September 15th, you'll get the limited I-94.
But if I enter before, so my travel plan, like I'll be entering on September 12th.
You should be okay. You should be under the old rules. Acha, there was another something. Students who are on, that's another thing I need to check. Students who are on F1 and have been in the United States for 60 days. Uska bhi kuch tha. I don't remember exactly what it was. So let's double check it before you make your plans.
Okay. Okay. So
I'll take a look.
I'll send you an email right away. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. Al, I only see AI now. Al, go ahead, please.
Hi. I had a quick question. So I'm currently on STEM OPT, and it ends in Jan of 2027. My current employer is kind of insisting on filing a J1 visa for me. And I kind of had three questions related
Are you
to
working
this.
for a university?
Yes.
Okay. Did you ask them if the J1 has 212E home residency requirement?
I will ask them.
Okay, write this down. Just ask them, does this have home residency requirement, also known as 212E as an elephant?
Okay.
Because if you have that, then J1 is a pain in the behind.
Yeah.
Because that means you'll have to go home for 2 years before you can change to any other program.
Okay. I can ask them that.
Okay, keep going.
Okay. My question was actually, my profile is kind of ready to file an EB to NIW, and following that, an EB1A.
Are you India born?
Yes.
EB2 does not give you immediate work authorization, right?
Correct. No, I'm just trying to file that so I can get my priority date.
One more thing, ma'am, it could come in the way of your J1.
Yeah, so I think that's where my question comes, where I kind of wanted to convince my employer to file an H1B for me, an academic H1B for me.
You can tell them that, yeah, I do intend to file for a green card, and that's going to interfere with the J1. It does not interfere with an H1.
Correct. I've mentioned that to them, but I kind of wanted to, so there's some resistance from the HR. My manager is willing to help me, but I kind of wanted to understand what could be my selling points to them. Like, how do we convince the HR?
That's the one we talked about. They're going to pehle to find out if you are subject to home residency requirement.
Okay.
Okay. One Rule of thumb, not always true. If the program number begins with the prefix P as in private, it's usually not subject to home residency.
Okay.
If it if it starts with the prefix G as in government, it's usually subject to, then it's not 100% rule, but it's usually subject to a 2-year home residency.
Okay. Even if we're from India and the 2-year home residency is now waived off?
Yeah, but depends on the source of the home residency, right? One
Okay.
of the sources was, as far as I understand, was the skills list, which is no longer there. But the other one is that you got government funding.
Right, right. Okay. I can ask them that. But my second question was, so they said that they had exceptions for which they could file an H-1B, and one of them is if we have a green card in process, like an application in process. So my question was, in the case where they are not convinced to file an H-1B, what are the implications for me to file, say, even EB2 and IW on my current STEM OPT? And then how would that
Well,
eventually
if you
affect?
already have a J1 approval, there is no problem. But
Mhm.
and as long as you don't travel. But if you don't
Mhm.
have a J1, then filing a pre-filed green card could be a problem for it,
For my future
for J1.
J1.
Yep.
Okay.
All
So they
right.
said they would be willing to file an H-1B
Are you
on
a
my STEM
physician?
OPT.
Are you a physician, ma'am?
No, I'm a researcher.
Medical researcher?
No, just lab-based pharmaceutical researcher.
Pharmaceutical. Yeah, I think, again, I think it should be relatively easy to resolve.
Okay. I
All
think
right.
I'm just trying to convince the HR here. My boss is willing to support, but the HR is
Yeah, let's find out
strong.
about the home residency. If
Okay.
the home residency is not an issue, do the J1. Then once the J1 is approved, file the NIW.
Okay. And then once the NIW is filed on a J1, is it okay to travel internationally?
And then I would tell them, I have a green card pending. Can you convert me to H1B?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
All
Thank
the
you.
best.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Rohit Yadav ji. Rohit ji.
Hello, sir. Thank you for taking this call. Yeah, let me give you some background.
Mhm.
So, my employer, I'm on H1B right now, and
Mhm.
I'm on my sixth year of my H1, which is ending today. So, my
Shabash.
employer hasn't been paying me on time for
Rohit ji,
yes, yes.
happy anniversary, first of all.
Oh, thank you, sir. But I've been dealing with all these challenging issues.
वो करो
But
ना उनके ऊपर file a complaint with the Department of
yeah,
Wage and Hour Division.
yeah, they haven't been filing me, and I don't have latest pay stubs, and my I-140
नहीं,
is approved with them.
उसका तो बेस्ट यही है कि you
Mhm.
just file a Wage and Hour Division complaint.
Dual.
Gee, if you go to our website, immigration.com,
Mhm.
around, I think, third or fourth page, there is an entry
Mhm.
that talks about what to do if the
Mhm.
employer is not paying me.
Yeah, but I was just waiting because मेरा 180 days अभी नहीं हुआ था I-140 का, which is gonna completed in 5 days, I guess.
हाँ, तो
And
5 days तक तो कुछ होने वाला नहीं है.
हाँ
आप आज नहीं करते हो, 3 दिन बाद करते ना.
हाँ, लेकिन मेरे पास अभी I-140 का कॉपी नहीं है, FOIA रिक्वेस्ट पेंडिंग है, एंड आई एम आल्सो प्लानिंग टू ट्रांसफर माय H1. सो कैसे कर पाएंगे? लाइक दे
तो
आर
देखो
सेइंग दैट यू
देखो
कैन स्टिल ट्रांसफर.
just to make sure that you can maintain uh, your 180 days.
हाँ
Okay,
हाँ.
let's do this. Step one, you
हम्म.
tell the new H1B employer to start the process.
Yeah, they are already ready to go.
तो वो
I have.
LCA डाल देंगे.
हम्म.
7 business days लग जाते हैं LCA को,
हाँ
right? उसमें 5 days आपके absorb हो गए, right?
हाँ हाँ.
And then what you do is, on the 5th day, which is the last day, you file the wage and hour division complaint online.
Okay.
उसका एक कॉपी निकाल के
Hmm.
give it to the H1B team.
Okay.
By the time the LCA comes, you've given them the complaint copy. They smack the copy on top of the H1B filing saying he can't procure uh,
Mm-hmm.
his pay stubs because they're not paying him and he's filed a complaint.
Yeah. सो यहाँ पे लेट मी पॉज. सो उनके इमिग्रेशन टीम ने ये बोला कि unnecessarily we don't wanna raise a red flag, so we don't wanna we're not gonna give a DOL complaint for now. We will, once we get an RFE or something, then we will
But file it before the H1B goes in.
yeah, I'll file it before DOL.
Okay, I'm okay with that. If they don't, I mean, that's a silly thing because the H1B could be rejected, but that's okay because they can do it without RFEs now. So
Okay, and what about FOIA request, sir? FOIA request मेरा pending है, लेकिन they're saying that we can still send it regardless. They will have your record.
yeah, I agree. I agree. I
So
agree.
that is completely fine.
Yeah. Part I don't agree is filing without the pay stubs and the copy of the complaint.
Okay, so you want me to just file as soon as possible DOL, like after 5 days?
well, fourth day पे कर दो.
Okay. बट वही प्रॉब्लम कि मुझे एग्जैक्ट डेट नहीं मालूम है ना, वो जस्ट वर्बल कंफर्मेशन है, बेस्ड ऑन दैट आई एम गोइंग.
What can I tell you? जितना make the best judgment you can with the data you have.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. That's helpful.
All the best.
God bless.
Thank you, sir. Rohan Mahajan. Rohan ji.
Hi Rajiv ji, thank you so much for taking this call. I'll just give you a background and I'll explain my situation. I'm kind of on a crunch time as well.
Bolo.
So, I'm on an H1B visa, which and I'd been working in my company from the last 4 years, 1 year OPT, and then got picked for my H1 in 2023 to 2026. So my I-797 ends on 30th of September, and my I-94 end date is also 30th of September. So I unfortunately got laid off last week, and I have less than also my 60 days to get a job.
Okay.
So I'm obviously exploring other routes, but I did also have a
One quick question, Rohanji. When is your I-94 expiring?
30th of September.
So that means you will get grace
50
period.
days total, yeah.
हाँ जी, ठीक है. Then?
Yeah. So the thing is that let's say so I'm exploring other routes at the moment, and I had a major doubt on let's say if I switch to do a change of status, or let's say that if I hypothetically move back to India, and basically let's say on a change of status, or if I go to India and want to use what happens to my remaining 3 years of my H1?
तो बड़ा आसान है, रोहन.
Would I have to enter the lottery again?
No.
Okay.
Just do one thing. Google H1B remainder option.
Okay.
What it tells you is, if you are outside the US, first of all, you're not subject to the lottery. If you're outside the US for 1 year, you have a choice.
Yeah.
You can either take the 3 years remaining or go for the lottery and get 6 years back again. That's called the remainder option.
Okay. So
and one of the characteristics of remainder option is there is no time limit on it.
Okay.
समझे ना? 10 साल के बाद भी ले सकते हैं.
Okay, yeah, that was my main doubt. That because my I-797 is expiring, I thought I would have to re-enter the lottery regardless. For my I won't be cap exempt for the remaining 3 years that I'm not used out of my.
You're fine. No problem.
Okay. I had also 1 to 2 more questions. So I'm obviously also exploring other routes. Obviously, I'll look for jobs within my grace period. But given how brutal the job market is, I know you mentioned earlier that going from H1 to F1 is a very nasty route, especially because I was on F1.
For everyone, Rohanji, it depends
Yeah.
on the person and their trajectory.
Yeah.
Remember, I told you the story of this person who was actually volunteering in an effort which was the big passion of their life.
Yeah.
And they want to go back to school to finish education in that field. I thought they had a good case.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and so basically, also let's say I would still think of going through the B2 route. Like I would not, I'm not really that inclined because of the amount of
Not
RFE.
B2, B1.
B1, yeah, B1 is one route that I could go to if I want to look for jobs. But let's say that I spend a few months looking for jobs on while my B1 is pending, or let's say F1, I'm still a little less inclined. But hypothetically, if I do a change of status to B1, I'm looking for jobs and I'm not hearing back. and I decide like I want to move back to India. But my B1 now I know it takes about 6 months or
You
more.
can leave it the way it is, Rohanji.
Will it look if I let's say if I want to visit the US for vacation or like for my H1B later on, when touch wood if things get better, in like 10 years or 15 years, then will that look bad on my record that I have left
So
while a
what you
change of
should do is, I'm assuming you'll file it online.
yes.
So as soon as you land in India, withdraw it online.
Okay, and that won't show that I was outside of my grace period after 30th of September and I was out of state.
I don't think that will create any problem for you.
Yeah, because I was also considering an option even going to India. So and I might just come back for vacation or something like that. So that I just want to make sure that in the future, whenever I travel back to the United States, it shouldn't look bad on my record for
I
to
think
get.
you'll be fine, sir. All
Okay.
right.
But just knowing that the lottery, I wouldn't have to. I can use I'm cap exempt from the 3 years as a relief. So
That's right.
yeah.
All the best, Rohanji.
And just one final question I just wanted your personal opinion. In my situation, what route would you recommend, B1 or F1 in this, if I want to?
I don't know the answer to that. I don't know your entire background.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. All the best.
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome. Chaitanya ji, go ahead, please. Chaitanya.
Hello, sir. My case is a little different. I'm in the final stages of getting a green card using EB1C route. I was just wondering, I've done my biometrics and
Okay,
everything
एक second,
over.
Chaitanya ji. One
Yes,
second.
sir.
Let me get the facts right. Your
Mhm.
I-140 is approved?
Yes, sir.
And your 485 has been pending how many days? Approximately more than 180?
Approximately 2 months. The reason why I'm asking is because my dad was diagnosed with cancer and I wanted to go to India. And my priority date is very old because I ported from EBU.
Achha, Chaitanya, एक second. Let me ask you a couple of quick questions. Is your job secure? No problem with the job?
Yeah, absolutely no problem.
Perfect. And you have an L1A or an advanced parole in hand?
No, I don't have advance parole. I have L1A, but the lawyer told me not to leave because my date is current. My date is
उसका
20.
कोई problem नहीं है. I've had that happen many times. देखो, we need to make sure you have a way to come back in, and you have an L1A visa stamp that
Yeah,
is
it's stamped till 2028.
perfect. तो आप चाहे आज ही चले जाओ. When you come back, there are two possibilities. Either the green card is already approved or it is not approved. ठीक है? If it is already approved, there are two checkpoints you have to worry about. First checkpoint is when you board the flight, they have to check whether you are entitled to fly.
Who has to check?
Airlines responsible.
Yes.
Okay. Second checkpoint is when you land, CBP has to check whether you can enter or not.
Yes.
ठीक है? तो जब आपके पास L1 होता है, okay, you can fly using the L1, right? Let me think about this for a moment. Actually, we do this with advanced paroles all the time, but your lawyers may have a point.
Lawyers said don't travel because your date is current.
So what? I mean, it can be a green card can be mailed to you, right? They can FedEx it to you.
FedEx it to my US address. But what if I'm not here?
Why can't they FedEx it to India?
No, I don't. That is a big process, right? I've already submitted all the documents with my US address. And
Okay, what I was thinking was you could travel on L1, but that is only possible if the green card is not already approved.
It's not approved.
No, I understand that. This is a real conundrum. Give me a second to think about it. So, can I travel on my L1? So, tentatively, this is an option, and please check it with the CBP. Okay. Tell CBP I'm traveling on my L1A. Okay, and you can email them. If I come back, I can board the flight using my L1A visa, which is current.
Yes, that's right. I can.
Okay. And when I land, my understanding is I'll be admitted not as an L1A, but a green card holder. Will you please confirm it? I've had this happen before. That's why.
How can they admit me as a green card holder?
Because if your green card is already approved, no? If it is not approved, you enter as an L1, no problem. See, आपके case में ना, the difficulty is only this. If my green card gets approved, what is my status? I don't have the green card in hand, but my L1 is no longer valid, right? Because my green card is approved.
Yeah.
That is the difficulty. So, uska practical solution ye hai, and this has happened to some of our clients. Um, they are able to board the flight with whatever visa they have.
Yeah.
When they land, the CBP can look at their computer and they can see, oh, this guy is a green card holder. They will enter you as a green card holder.
There
In
is
fact,
no risk of doing the whole process once again, right?
the 485, I
Yeah,
don't
the
know the answer to that.
485 and all
I
that
can only
stuff.
tell you, this is what we have done in the past. देखो ना 485 दोबारा करने का तो कोई chance ही नहीं है. I'll tell you why. Because if you look at the USCIS policy manual, it tells you you need an advance parole to travel.
Correct.
But if you are an H1 holder, H4, L1, L2, you can travel on the visa alone. You don't need an advance parole. So that is a given. That is a
Yes,
part of the law.
the lawyer says until your date is not current, you can totally do that. But your date is current because so my date is in 2016
That's
actually. Because
absolutely incorrect. Chaitanya ji,
yeah.
what I'm telling you is the way it goes. I
Okay.
can't argue anymore.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So what I'm telling you is the only little bit of a wrinkle here is, can I board the flight with an L1 when my green card is already approved? And my answer is yes.
Okay.
Okay.
One
You
follow-up
can
to that is
confirm this with the CBP. Not a bad idea.
yeah. Can congressmen help in
Why not?
expediting the
Why not check
approval
with
before
them?
we leave?
No. You can check with them. Can you please confirm this with the CBP?
Okay.
Can I board the flight with an L1 if my green card is approved in my absence?
Okay. And then the other follow-up question is what happens if one of them is approved, like my spouse's is not approved?
Is she in India? Is she going back with you?
No, she's in the US.
Leave her behind.
Okay.
But if she has an L2 visa coextensive with your L1, then she's in the same shape as you are.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. All the best.
Thanks.
SSB newcomer. SSB.
Hey, good afternoon, Rajiv ji.
जरा ऊंची बोलो भैया, बुढ़े कान हैं मेरे.
I'm from Telangana though, so
All right, so I don't know what language to speak with you other than English. Let's do that. Let's try that.
Sure. Okay, good. So I was thanks for doing this community conference. I really appreciate. I'm following this one.
My
So
pleasure.
today's
Oh,
my question.
you must speak Telugu then, right? Telangana.
Yes. Telugu and
I
Hindi.
can't keep track of how many states you guys have now, man. Every time I look around, there's a new state.
Yeah.
All right. So
Sure.
tell me, what can I do for you?
Yes, sir. So basically, my question is for my cousin. Basically, so this is for filing in 400 application. Okay, so he has received his green card. Like it's been almost 5 years and 3 months, I guess. Yeah, I think 5 years, 3 months.
Okay.
So let me give you a little background. Okay. So he got his green card. So he worked for the employee for almost 8-9 years. Okay. And then so he filed his 485, and then suddenly COVID struck, and then I think he lost his job like after 3 months filing 485. But as the COVID was severe, so he has to take FMLA. Okay, and then like he has completed his 185 days, and then after that they let him go. But during
So
that time,
hold on. 185 days. Okay, he was on H1B, correct?
Correct.
And they applied for his green card, correct?
That's correct.
I-140 is approved?
Yes, I-140 has been approved for almost like 9-10 years.
Okay, and 485 was filed?
485 was filed.
And
then
it stayed pending for 180 days?
Correct.
185 you said. Okay, now I'm fully oriented. All right, then what?
Yeah, now, so what happened was like he was, after they let him go, so he started looking for the jobs, and then he got like after 3 weeks, he got another job. And then
does he have an employment authorization document also?
Yeah, he had he got his EAD and both. So in between, what happened? Unfortunately, he has to travel to India for his father's funeral, and then he re-entered US with H1B. He did not use his EAD.
That's okay.
Okay, and then
But he didn't have a job, right? When he entered using H1B?
Yeah, he was working for. I mean, he was on FMLA, right?
Acha, ठीक है. Then what happened?
And then he looked for the job. Then within 3 weeks, I think he got the job, and then he
ठीक
moved
है.
on.
Okay.
And then they did not file his 485J, but like he got his. In the meantime, he got his green
That
card
should be
abroad, and
fine.
then
That should be fine. Okay.
so now he's hesitant to file N400 because like
Look,
with this
look,
government.
I gave somebody a consultation this morning and they had a little bit of a wrinkle in their background. And I said, look, you're not really hurting for N400. If you're not, what is the point of applying? They had a little bit of a criminal encounter, some kind of domestic situation. Okay. Now, in your cousin's case, in my mind, there is no doubt this is all okay. But do you want to get into an argument with the government?
No.
So the point is, if he can wait until at least November, let's see what happens when the elections are done. Okay.
Okay.
I want to know how poorly the Republicans do and how well the Democrats do. If we have a change in power, things are definitely going to calm down.
Okay.
Okay. That is my anticipation. Okay.
Sure.
So tell him to wait at least till November. And in November, if we don't have Democratic control of the House and the Senate, let's talk again and decide what we want to do.
Sure. Okay. I will. Maybe I'll ask him to touch base with you.
Yeah, just come in November after the elections.
Sure. So you want him to take a personal consultation with you, and are you?
No,
Are
he
you
can just come here. If he has time to wait, he can come and hang out here. But if he doesn't have time, he can always do a consultation.
Definitely. Yeah. Sure. Thanks,
Okay.
Rajiv.
All the best. Samit Raji, go ahead.
Hi Rajiv ji, sorry आपने पहले मुझे जवाब दिया, but I have two more question.
I don't do follow up, Samit ji.
उसका follow up नहीं, थोड़ा different सवाल है, पूछ सकता हूँ?
I can't, sorry. That's a rule I made very early.
अच्छा.
I'm sorry. Can't do that. Okay. Ask all your questions in one shot, otherwise I'll be doing this over.
I was trying to rush के ज़्यादा time ना लूँ आपका, तभी मैंने पीछे रह गया सवाल.
चलो आपको मैं I'll give you a couple of minutes, but don't take too much of my time.
जी बहुत शुक्रिया, thank you. So F1 पे आया था पहली बार, then got job, H1 पे आ गए, छठा साल चल रहा था, ठीक है. 5वें साल में फॉर्म फाइल हुआ था, ठीक, बट छठे वो अभी रिस्पॉन्स नहीं आया, बट छठे साल में ले ऑफ हो गया जुलाई में, लास्ट जुलाई में. अभी ग्रेस पीरियड पे हूँ एंड लुकिंग फॉर जॉब. हो सकता है जॉब मिल जाए. जब वो दोबारा ट्रांसफर फाइल करें, could they get the 7th year? Do you think अगर different employer है?
We've done that. As long as that perm is still pending, you can get 1 year.
ठीक है. और अगर तो वो लेट हो जाए जॉब ढूंढने में, is there a least worst option between B1 and F1 for bridge?
That depends on the person's case. If you've been working for a while, I would say B1 is better.
Okay. हाँ, 6 साल से काम कर रहा हूँ, so
ठीक है.
चलिए, बहुत शुक्रिया. Thank you.
All the best ji. Rupa ji, go ahead. Rupa ji.
Hi Rajiv, thank you for taking the call.
Sure.
So I had this FMLA leave which was approved for 3 months. I
अच्छा मैम,
cancelled it
आपका
and
ना
went back.
थोड़ा आवाज कट के आ रहा है और बहुत धीमा आ रहा है. जोर से बात करिए जैसे
Is it better now? No, actually, yeah. So I was having a
Much
FMLA
better.
leave,
That's
and
ये हस्बैंड को डांटने वाली आवाज है, ये अच्छी है. हाँ चलिए.
so yeah, I mean, so I joined the company and I messaged my ex-husband in the team, so I got terminated, which was a weird thing. And I was hospitalized for like 2 weeks. Then I got my job on 52nd day, verbal offer. So they asked me, I filed for B2 just to be on safer side on 53rd day.
ठीक है.
Then on 60th day, they came back saying, oh, since you have filed for B2, we are withdrawing the offer. But it's not a no, we will hire you later. And I got 4 more offers from different companies which had the same loop going on with Fragoman. I told them I'm going back to India. Can you do consular processing? Finally, I found a consultancy who did my H1B, but they are not giving me any update on my H1 RFE, and it's asking about my B2. When I ask them to just reply with the educating my B2, they are saying they're going to take 3 months to reply to that email. Um, So finally they did, and now I have a RFE on my B2. But there is another offer from another company,
Rupa, a
which is
second. Let's get one thing clear.
Mhm.
You have zero control over what the consultancy does. Okay? You can file
Okay.
lawsuits against them, you can file complaints against them. But as far as getting them to respond to the RFE, you have no control. Okay?
Okay.
So let's deal with
Okay.
those things over which we do have control.
Okay, I got B2 RFE now, and
That
I
is
have
what you have.
another company.
Exactly. That's what you
Yeah,
have control over. Focus on that.
but I have like another company offer, which I'm asking for counselor processing. But I'm
No, no,
afraid
no,
since my H1 is pending,
no, no, no. Dekho, what happens if change of status fails?
I'll have to leave the
Apply for an
country.
H1B and you don't get a change of status. What happens?
I'll have to leave the country.
You'll have to go for counselor processing. That's what you're asking for. Why would you do that? That's like giving up the battle before even fighting it.
No, not for this company. I have other company
Doesn't
which I
matter
have
whichever
offer with.
company it is. Ultimately, when you ask
Okay.
for a change of status, if they don't give it to you, they give you counselor processing.
Okay.
Why would I want counselor processing? I want to ask for change of status. Let them say you're not entitled to it.
Okay, I did mention everything on B2. First was job search, then was like I
So this
literally
is
gave up and
this is a
frustrated.
good case for a
No,
change.
I got frustrated and I uploaded unsolicited evidence because I was about to leave the country. I wasn't lying USCIS. And now I have a genuine medical reason which my attorney is saying to hide it. But
What?
I want to mention it. They are saying like
Always mention.
uh, I do not want to mention that because it will become reason for
So
USCIS. You're
what?
confusing them.
So what? So what? क्या USCIS का दिमाग इतना limited है? They can't deal with three reasons. What nonsense?
So it's good to mention is what you're saying when I'm preparing the
If it is
package.
relevant, you
Yeah,
know,
it is.
if it
Yeah.
is relevant, I would definitely mention it. I actually did in one case, in two cases. In one case, one of the guy had an eye problem. Woke up in the morning, couldn't see anymore. Okay. उसका हमने अभी अभी RFE फाइल किया है. If I remember
But
correctly, I think we are representing him, but I definitely gave him a consultation. So we are going to mention that for sure. Another guy had a medical emergency while he was on B2 status, and we mentioned that as well. By the way, the other case, the one with the medical emergency, that was approved.
But this is like a therapy thing. So he said it's not something
अगर relevant
good
नहीं
to
तो फिर why?
mention.
मतलब you don't have to tell your life story to these people, right?
Okay, yeah, that does make sense. Yeah, thank you, Rajivji. So will it affect my I-140? I have approved I-140 because I saw Chat GPT said that it will affect. So I don't know.
ChatGPT is an idiot. Tell it as it.
I keep calling it idiot. That's cool. Thank you. Thank you, Ji. Yeah,
All the best.
thank you.
Yagna ji, go ahead. Yagna.
Oh, you had one more question, right?
अच्छा चलो last question पूछ लो रूपा.
So this is from my friend asking about H1B.
Mhm.
I want to know about the applying for sibling green card. Is it like worth
Rupa
it?
ji, only
But
US citizens can do that.
yeah, my sister is a citizen and my dad and mom is a green card
If
holder.
your sister applies for you, it will take 15 years to get a green card. And you can't stay in
Okay.
the US.
Oh, we must not say in US.
You cannot stay in the US just because sister filed a green card.
Oh.
All right.
And how it is if we go to EB5 process like that, it will be. Can we
EB5,
stay?
I love EB5 people. They have lots of money. They are my best friends. So yeah, you can always do an EB5. That's not an issue.
Does we have to keep the whole amount $1 million at a time, or we can like keep every
That's a
year 250?
complicated question. Uh, Not at the same time, but there is also a limit to how far you can take it. Okay. You need to make a consultation for that. I can't answer those questions. They require in detail a conversation. All right.
Oh, okay.
All the best.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yagna
Thank
ji,
you,
go ahead.
Rajiv.
Sorry, we interrupted you.
No problem, Rajivji. So, Rajivji, currently I'm on my STEM OPT, which is expiring on May 25th, 2027.
Okay.
So, if my luck didn't favor for next H1B lottery, I'm considering starting a PhD in fall 2027.
फिर
So, I'll
आपको वो
just
करना पड़ेगा ना, you'll have to apply for an extension with the government.
yeah, so that I mean, when you say extinction, that is the form I-539, right?
Exactly.
Okay. Also, Rajivji, so is there any advantage to completing any part of my transition before the September 15th, or can I safely continue using my STEM OPT period and then transfer later?
Well, if you transfer before September 15th and let go of your STEM OPT, at least you don't have to file an I-539, right? Not
Right.
until whatever that year I had mentioned, 2030 November, something like that.
Right. So right now, so I mean, so you want me to do
Oh,
this
I don't want you to do anything. I want you to know the options and then you can decide.
Okay, yeah, Rajuji. So I'm just trying to, I
Yeah,
want.
because the decision is not that difficult. Okay.
Mhm,
So you look at your entire history, look back upon it.
mhm.
Can you make a good case with the government that I want to do this PhD because this is what I'm interested in? And do you think you can convince the government? If you cannot, you've got to do it now.
Okay.
It's a very simple decision.
Yeah.
Take it.
Yes, yes.
All
That's
the
it.
best.
That's all I wanted to ask. So
All
thank
the
you.
best. Acha, Mrinali, are you here? Mrinali Thokadiwala. मृणाली जी
Yes, sir, I am
या
here.
पहले तो आप मेरे को ये बताओ बड़ा सोच सोच के आपने हाथ उठाया व्हाट इज गोइंग ऑन
I didn't know that we have to raise our hands for this thing.
Okay, I was thinking to myself, why is this lady just hanging out listening to this
No.
call?
Yeah, I just realized somebody was saying that she accidentally lowered her hand, and I was like, oh, we need to raise our hand for this. I thought there was someone already keeping a
मैंने
track
कहा
of
शायद आप ये सोच रहे थे ये इस वकील को कुछ आता भी है कि नहीं इससे कुछ चलिए how can I help you?
uh, yeah, so
Good.
thank you so much for the session. I heard a lot of stories. And then,
You got the giggles.
yeah.
अच्छा हंस लो पहले फिर बाद में बात कर लेते हैं
Anyway, uh, yeah, so basically, my story is that I was on F1. I did my initial OPT, but again, it was so I was a visiting researcher at a university. It was an unpaid role, and so
Wait a
still,
minute. When you said you're a visiting researcher at the unit, this is during the time you were studying?
no, I utilized my initial OPT for that.
Oh, अच्छा ठीक है. All right, keep going.
Yeah, and then so yeah, they basically, unfortunately, they still don't have an open position because the fundings are still restricted. And I was in touch with a few other professors, but the same thing, I think they're not looking to hire but there is one person who is still interested in visiting researcher role again, but I'm not sure like how is that classified, because my OPT has ended. I am transferring to H4 now. My husband is on H1B, so we just applied for H4, I think, a couple of weeks ago. And so I was just trying to look for options of even if so I'm very much inclined towards research and pursuing a PhD in like next 1 or 2 years. But for that, obviously, I need to build my research profile. And so I was just trying to look for options of how can I actually be connected to at least the research labs in the universities. What are my options? I know there is H1B cap exempt thing, but
या
again,
वो तो अगर आपको ओपीटी पे नहीं मिल रहा तो कैप एग्जाम तो कहाँ ही मिलेगा so
yeah.
that's definitely going to be more complicated. But I think you have two different sets of problems, right? You have the H4.
Hmm.
Currently, you are going to go to H4, right? Because अभी तो आप F1 पे हो, right?
Yes, yes.
ठीक है, तो one thing you have to do is maintain your status by going to H4. And you
Yes.
can do it one of the two ways, either getting H4 here, change of status, or going to India, get an H4 visa stamp. It could take months upon months. And
Hmm.
okay? That's one part. The other part is your career.
Hmm.
Now, in the career, remember, you can, if you're on F1
Hmm.
and you apply for H4 change of status,
Hmm.
you can keep going to school.
Oh, okay.
Okay? This is the rule. The rule is, if the previous status allowed you to go to school, and the next status will also allow you to go to school, you can keep going to school while the status is pending.
Okay. Going to school, what do you mean by that exactly?
For example, let's say you like a program,
Hmm.
I don't know, informatics ka koi program, even if it's a master's degree. Could you start that program? Because if you want to ultimately study, you said you want to build your research profile, but what if you did it earlier? Okay, you could. If there's a university that's willing to step forward and give you a PhD admission, you could do it even on H4. You can't take stipends, you can't take some of the financial benefits until the F1 comes through or H4 comes through.
Hmm.
And I don't know how far you can go on H4, the university can tell you. But the point is, it is possible to go to school. That's one part. Okay? So
Hmm.
one part was going to school, the other part was maintaining status. अभी आपको और क्या है और बोलो आगे बोलो.
So yeah, basically, I just wanted to know whether I can like do this unpaid research thing
Why
or
not? Why not? Especially for non-profits and for schools. Now, there are only two things that you have to watch out for. Doing any kind of work that is getting some compensation for it.
Hmm.
That's not allowed.
Hmm.
Or you are taking an American worker's job. That is
Hmm.
also not allowed. Okay?
Yeah.
But if you're volunteering, and
Hmm.
that is supposed to be a volunteer position, not supposed to be a paid position, you're
Hmm.
not taking anybody's job. You're
Hmm.
not getting paid anything. You can volunteer to your heart's content, even when the H4 is pending.
Oh, okay. Then that's perfect, I think. Yeah, because yeah, these are not like advertised role, and obviously they are struggling with funding, so
Yeah, I
that's
think
why
that
they need volunteers. So
I
yeah.
think that's fine. All right.
Yeah, thank you so much.
You're welcome, Ji. All the best.
Thank you, thank you.
All right. Tell people I'm not totally nalayak. I know things.
No, no, no.
All right. Let me see. There are a
No,
couple of
very good.
messages.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Yashasvi or Yashas said, I'm on H1B with perm processing. Is it okay to travel to India to marry wife currently in India with B1, B2 visa? Planning to marry in December. Can she come to US on B1, B2? I would not advise it. If you can be honest with the government that she is married to me and she's coming on B1, B2 and they allow her entry, and then it's okay, but they probably will not. And converting from B1, B2 to F1 and H4, I think it's definitely a questionable strategy. All right. So let her come on in F1 directly if she can. Rupa, I think we already talked to you. Verbal offer. Rupa already talked to me. Okay, very good. I think we are done. Good talking to all of you guys. I'll see you again next week. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.